her third, team fifth. Cougar foul, number 10, Sydney Freeman, her third, team sixth. Oakhill foul, 33, Adriana Trexler, her second, team fifth. Rebound bucket.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
At Jordan & Vaught Insurance Agency, you don't pay extra for the over 80 years of combined experience that will be available to you when dealing with questions about your auto, home, farm, life, or Medicare supplements. They're always there to help from 8:30 to 5 p.m. on weekdays at 123 South Franklin Street, the very same Bloomfield location since 1972. You may not realize the value of experience until you need it the most. Call Jordan & Vaught Insurance, your friends with experience, at 812-384-3535. Good evening, Miner football fans. The Linton-Stockton Miners on the road at Sullivan tonight. Linton-Stockton coming in at 1-2. The Golden Arrows of Sullivan coming in at 2-1. Heather Rader, Kevin Rader, Big D, Dan Phillips, and photographer Bill Reilly all set up here to bring you the action from Sportland Field in Sullivan. It's a toasty night. We're over 80 degrees right now. Be interesting to see where we are when it comes time for kickoff. But Big D, first of all, welcome. Second of all, what all do we know about Sullivan?
Well, it's almost a case of what we don't know about Sullivan. The two teams have played every year for, I have them for a year, which is the 113th meeting, the 100th straight meeting between these two teams. This situation, both teams know the other team very well. The offenses are the same from junior high all the way through. We just know 15 miles of pavement separates the two of us. It's always a big rivalry. The Miners have won the last 8, so Sullivan's aching for a victory.
This is one of those things where people, and I've been asked this a lot already tonight, how good is Linton? And there's so many reasons why we really don't know.
Yeah, you're correct. I mean, I would lay money down that nobody in this area would have beaten Corbin or Alter. So I think you play,
I'm not sure anybody in 2A in the state would have.
Yeah, these are two quality programs. Both of them, pretty well handled. Corbin, I thought we played a lot better game. Alter just kind of ran over us, but you're right. What you hope for right now is that you take the learning experiences of facing that kind of speed, that kind of size, and it transfers into a game against a team that's more in your range. The other thing I would say is, 1 and 2 is not something Linton's accustomed to. An L is an L, and a lot of people don't look at who you played. You just hope they keep their spirits up and they're ready. I know they're ready to play.
A little early in the year, but you have to think this is a critical game for the Miners.
Oh, yes.
1 and 3, 2 and 2 is better than 1 and 3.
Yeah, and then all you got to do is look down that schedule and see who's coming down the road. A very good Boonville team. North Knox knocked off a ranked North Posey. North Decatur's number 1 in 1A. I could go on. Northview. This is not a schedule that's going to have a let up really probably until later in the season. And you're so right, Kevin. You lose to your rival Sullivan and you fall to 1 and 3, then you worry about how the mentality of the players is going to be. And we're going to look for senior leadership. You got 14 seniors. That's what you're going to look for tonight.
Turn it over to you, Heather.
Well, we want to welcome all of you to the Jordan Vaught Insurance pregame show. 80 years of combined experience treats you like family when you call Ross and his staff at Jordan Vaught Insurance. Whether you're looking to have home, auto, or life insurance coverage, they're going to make sure you're covered when you call 812-384-3535 today. We want to remind you that we are currently broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service press box, dedicated to professional and compassionate service, leaving kind memories since 1915, and funeral pre-planning for peace of mind. From one generation to the next and one family to another, Todd and Cindy Walton are proud of their funeral home's heritage. Their families have been there for this community for over a century and look forward to serving you for many more years to come. They are your lamp of hope when you need them most. We want to remind everyone that we are currently syndicating to both Facebook Live and YouTube tonight. So if you are on either of those platforms, be sure to go in and leave a comment or let us know where you're watching from so you can have a possible shout out in tonight's broadcast. And speaking of broadcast, this will go into the archives tomorrow night, September 13th at 9 p.m. until the end of the season per Coach Oliver's request, so please keep that in mind. We also want to remind everyone that the sponsors that you see in rotation at the bottom of the screen make these broadcasts free to view at home for all of you, so keep those in mind when you're doing business in your local communities. Right now, we're going to take a quick time out to hear from a couple of those Minor Pride sponsors. We'll be back in a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Hello there, I'm Corey Motter with Century 21 Sheets. Are you a first-time home buyer and you just don't know where to start? Perhaps you're looking to downsize and you need to list a property and get top dollar. In any of those situations, you need a professional agent on your side. I have successfully opened doors for clients for over the last 4 years, and it is a complete pleasure of mine to be able to help them end one chapter and begin a new one. Navigating the real estate market can be complex, but with the right guidance, it doesn't have to be. Let me help you understand the housing market, and let's negotiate the best deal. So together, let's open a new door and close it with Corey.
Three specialty clinics with three top-notch providers right here close to home. Greene County General Hospital's Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care are the area's go-tos when it comes to your care. Team Ortho is home to the county's only board-certified orthopedic surgeon, Dr. John Hammerstein. Dr. Matthew Parmenter is a board-certified foot and ankle surgeon with more than 35 years' experience. And board-certified general surgeon Dr. Cam Gabrielson is trained to diagnose a wide range of diseases that may require surgery. Team Ortho Foot and Ankle, and Surge Care, the trio you can trust. They're all part of the Greene County General Hospital family. Our family, caring for yours. In over 50 years of business, two things have never changed at Linton Cycle Sales: honesty and fun. When you're shopping for Polaris or Kawasaki, this family-owned operation that offers 5-star service and accessories is a great place to start. In fact, they offer on-the-spot financing. You want to do business with a place that has your back not only when you buy, but also after you leave. So if you're in the market for Polaris or Kawasaki off-road vehicles, come to Linton Cycle Sales, doing business the small-town way since 1973.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. You just saw a commercial for Linton Cycle Sales, and tonight and every night this broadcast season, as well as every broadcast this entire 2025-2026 school year, is sponsored by Linton Cycle Sales. The Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance event is going on now at Linton Cycle Sales. This is your chance to grab a 2025 side-by-side or ATV at some of the lowest prices of the year. Save up to $4,000 on select 2025 models or get financing as low as 0.99% APR for 36 months when you visit Linton Cycle Sales south of Linton, and this event ends on September 30th. Kevin?
Well, this point of the show, we like to turn to find out what we know about the competition. So let's turn to Big D. And Big D, what do we know about the Golden Arrows? I can say this. Last week they had 5 turnovers and were still in the game late until they finally succumbed and lost the ball game. But, I mean, anytime you have 5 turnovers, it's hard to overcome that.
Yeah, exactly correct. And, you know, they beat North Knox pretty good, and then they beat South Vermilion as well pretty good. We're sitting 2-0. The first big test, as you mentioned, was against Northview last week. And, you know, Northview is a team we're going to see later on, a very tough passing attack and running attack. What we do know about Sullivan is Blake Fraker, who missed all of last year with an injury. He's going to be back at quarterback. Are we talking about starters right about now? Or
well, basically, yeah. I mean, we still got starting lineups coming up yet.
Okay. Yeah, well, I think what we're going to see is a team that spreads things out. They have 4 receivers sometimes on a down. They like to hand off up the middle. Kevin, this is the first time we're going to face an all-out passing team. Nobody really – Monrovia doesn't pass. Alter didn't need to pass, and Corbin didn't need to pass. So this could be a first real test of the year. But
Fraker coming in at 5'8", 165, I'm assuming he is extremely mobile, will roll out and move, which obviously anytime you can have that, it's a double threat for your quarterback.
Right.
But on the other hand, there's some big guys in that line for the Miners. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep up with Fraker. And the other thing is, can Fraker take the punishment?
Right, and when I'm looking at his stats, I see he only has 2 rushes for negative yards, probably 2 sacks. So maybe he is a little hesitant. Maybe they have told him not to take a chance on that shoulder. They do have a 6'6", 290-pound lineman, and I noticed a whole lot they went that direction. I saw him on the left side. So it's just going to be a real test. Getting pressure to Fraker is probably going to be big, but I think we let the quarterback for Alter get out of that pocket a little bit. Of course, you don't see talent like you see Owens had last week. But Fraker, as a sophomore, he tore us up in that game when he was a little younger.
Now, French is averaging about 119 yards a game, but I also want to call attention to Big Paul Ridgway on the outside, because anytime, as we know, with Paul Oliver, you have a wide receiver at 6'5", what a threat.
And he's a great athlete. You recall he played quarterback last year, and many people thought he might still be the quarterback this year. He's moved to kind of a tight end, but they don't really have a tight end. They kind of spread him out in that kind of role that you see the professionals doing. Like you say, that big target. We don't have any height in our defensive backfield with Cooper Smith out at 6'2". He was the closest thing we had to it. So you got to figure Sullivan is looking at that thinking we're going to try to take advantage of that. And the only way we're going to be able to handle that, Kevin, is to get pressure on Fraker so he doesn't have time to sit back and watch those receivers.
We'll have the starting lineups for Sullivan with Big D when we return. Let's take this moment out. This is the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show on Rader Media Sports. Good at a lot of things, like cheering on the Miners to victory. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance Agent Jathan Wright is good at making sure your insurance needs are just right for you. That's why Jathan is here to help you work through any questions you might have about your auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance. Then you can get back to making sure the Miner fan section is louder than the other team. Talk to Jathan. Stop in or submit your information online and give him a call at 812-798-2615. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood. Locally owned for over 30 years, CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service specializes in land clearing and development, including residential tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, vegetation control, compost, seasoned firewood, and quality hardwood mulches. If it's an outside job, call CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service at 812-847-7221. At Crane Credit Union, you can expect a personalized experience from people committed to your financial well-being. When you visit one of our 18 branches across southern and central Indiana, you will be greeted by our team that is committed to supporting your financial needs, dreams, and possibilities through all the stages of your life. From youth and teen accounts where it pays to get A's, to auto and personal loans that are processed completely within your local branch. Your local staff can assist you with mortgage and home equity needs, and when the time is right, we can help you with your IRA retirement accounts. We will be with you every step of the way. Crane Credit Union, building relationships since 1955. Welcome back again to Sportland Field in Sullivan, Indiana, as they get ready to host, as the Golden Arrows get ready to host the Linton-Stockton Miners. You are listening to the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show, and Big D, while you're doing your office work here.
Yeah, trying to block that sun.
I'm gonna turn it over to you and let you look at the Sullivan's starting lineup on offense and defense.
Well, we talked about Blake Fraker. He's a senior, 5'8", 165. Good to see him back on the field for the Arrows. The running back, Clark French, the junior. He averages 8.35 per carry. He's got 43 carries, 359. He's the bulk of the offense as far as rushing goes. You'll also see Peyton Carlson out there, 6'1", 185. He's got 182 yards, also over 8 yards a carry and 3 touchdowns. The receivers, quite a few of them, all talented. Zane Catlin, a senior. Remember, Zane last year took a big hit and ended up missing a lot of the year. He's back. He's a 5'10", 180 senior. He has 12 catches, leads the Arrows with 203 yards, 4 touchdowns. Paul Ridgway, 6'5", 280, just a junior. He has 4 catches for 120. Jaden Norris, another guy at 5. He hadn't really caught anything, but he's run the ball 5 times. I think he plays more the H-back kind of uptight. Ty Hamilton, 6'3", 210, another big guy that would line up on the line as a tight end. He has 5 catches for 66 yards. Big dudes up front, and really all 4 of the 5 were starters last year. Levi Holyfield, he's a senior, 6'6", 290 at left tackle. His brother William Holyfield, a junior, 6'1", 225. The center is Adam McKinley, a junior, 6'1", 240. On the right side, you have Bryce Deckard and Eli Garrett. Both of those are seniors. Both of them are 6'3", 225 for Deckard, 285 for Garrett. That's some pretty good size up front. Defensively, a lot of the same names. Holyfield is the big man from linebacker with 29 tackles. Zane Catlin is with him in the middle. The outside guys are Norris and Hamilton. Again, both two-way starters. Hamilton with 17 tackles, Norris with 21. 4 tackles for loss for Norris, 6 tackles for loss for Hamilton. Up front is Bryce Deckard, Levi Holyfield, and Landon Simmons, another senior. Goodness gracious, 6'4", 280. The backfield, Xander Friels, a junior, 5'9", 160. Ethan Garrett, a kid that had a lot of interceptions last year, 6'1", 170 senior. Paul Ridgway, 6'5", 180. And Peyton Carlson, 6'1", 185. So a very everybody on there except for 2 guys are over 6 foot tall. Kevin.
The starting lineup's brought to you by Klusner Construction of Linton. Whether it is a remodel or new construction, you know it'll be done right the first time, every time when you choose Klusner Construction. Call Tony Klusner or Bart Wade of Linton today. By the way, we sat down and spoke with head coach Brian Oliver, Big D, and one of the interesting points that he talked about was the very thing you brought up. He said, where are they getting these big kids? Because he said this is a large team. We'll hear from him when we come back. This is Rader Media Sports. Need excavation or septic work that you can count on at Halls LLC? They've been moving earth and installing reliable septic systems for years. From site prep to drainage, driveways, demolition, and full septic installs or repairs, they have the equipment and experience to get the job done right. For residential or commercial jobs, big or small, give Doug or Jared a call at 812-699-0200. You may also visit Halls LLC on Facebook today. Coach Oliver, thanks for sitting down with us again. Let me ask you just one question. This really doesn't deal with last week's game as much as it does this week's. Does the Sullivan game, which is such a big game, is this coming at a good time or a bad time?
Well, I think any time is good when you're still playing football. I mean, so yeah, we're going to week 4. We've had some tough games along the way, and so, I mean, you just want to keep seeing progression out of your team. And so, yeah, anytime you can play another quality opponent, it's always a good time to be out there and playing some ball.
I know I was looking at statistics, and I know statistics don't always dictate who wins. I get that. But you look at it and you say, well, this is a pretty balanced team, Sullivan.
Yes, for sure. I mean, they have probably the biggest lines we've seen so far this year. I mean, their guys are huge up front. I mean, so I don't know where they get all those big guys at now. So they've been able to run the ball a little bit more. And then you still have a Fraker, who's a senior quarterback. I mean, he was limited last year with an injury, but he's still a very solid QB, and they seem a little balanced there. They got a decent runner, and they got the Ridgeway boy at wide receiver. So, I mean, they got some different tools they've been able to use a little bit more, and they got a good offensive line, and so that's a good combination there.
Have you had to work to keep the team's morale up at all after, or they just understand you played quality?
I mean, they
teams.
They understand we play some quality teams for sure. I mean, they know that we always say trust the process and keep going through that. I mean, they know it doesn't get any easier for us either these next several weeks. So our end goal is always win championships, and that's what we're striving to do. And I mean, it's not like we got to qualify for the playoffs, but then again, we hate losing anyway. So, I mean, we're going out working every day, and then the solemn week's really been able to put a little more pep in their step also this week.
Now, you've told us a couple of times this year that you'll have something different really each week with the team you face. What is it that's different with Sullivan?
Oh, what's different with Sullivan, I mean, they're, you really look at it that way. Their defense is going to be a little different than we haven't seen a whole lot just yet. And their offenses, they have multiple different formations. I mean, so there's some different things we look at it that way. So it's not the same as offense that we seen last week. Last week they ran more of a read option kind of concept. Sullivan doesn't. They're going to line up and do a little bit more of a power, but not the same thing as Monrovia. And so they're going to have some different techniques and things that they do that we haven't seen just yet. But then also we're doing some different things they haven't seen yet either.
Is this still the game?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's circled throughout the whole southern part of the state between the 2 counties and stuff like that, especially with them having a good team, and we have a solid team as well. There's a lot of bragging rights for them all. I mean, there's still a chance we can play them in the playoffs as well. I mean, we've done that the last few years. Somehow the IHSA gets it where we have to play them in the playoffs.
That seems to hit in every sport, Coach. I've noticed
getting there for sure. So, yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the big games that we focus on this week, and it's getting close to midseason to gauge where we're at. But also, it's a bragging rights for not only for the players, but a lot of people in the workforce that work with each other, and they like to have those little conversations: who's better and who won the game, and things like that.
How are you injury-wise?
We're still pretty good. Waiting for Coop to come back eventually, but yeah, other than that, we're pretty good.
So, you're going on the road. You've been on the road more than you've been at home this year.
Yeah.
How's
20-minute drive. I'm okay with it. So it's better than a 2-hour or 5-hour. So it's a 20-minute drive. We know how to get there. Our fans know how to get there. So that's always the thing good there. But after this week, we'll be home for a couple, and then we'll go back on the road for a little bit more. But our schedule's actually balanced, but it's just spread out a little bit more. And our first few games are just a little farther. But now we're settled into a little bit of our closer drives now until playoffs.
When you say trust the process, I was hearing that, and I was thinking to myself, so that means probably no changes. You're just plodding straight ahead.
Oh, there's always changes. We evaluate every Saturday and Sunday and Monday, and even through the week. I mean, there's always going to be adjustments. I don't want to call them changes. There's adjustments. We make adjustments with the technique that we do, formations we do, personnel. I mean, there's a lot of different things that we continue to do, and we will just keep looking at it and evaluating everything, and then make adjustments along the way that we feel is going to be best for the team.
I thought I saw something. This has nothing to do with football, but I thought I saw something that you had posted earlier today dealing with 9/11.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought it's interesting that you would think of that. Do you want to elaborate on that at all, Coach?
Well, I remember that day clearly. It was my first year teaching at Northview, and I pulled in the parking lot, and I heard it on my radio because we didn't start school until late there, and it was eye-stepping day. They had testing, so all of us was in the auditoria there, and we're bouncing back and forth trying to figure out what was going on. And I just remember the whole rest of that week, we ended up watching the news. We had TVs in the room. We just watched TV and we learned. And so me being a shop teacher and engineering instructor as well, it was just like we started studying different things about it. So I was really intrigued how things fell and what all took place. I mean, it's a huge part of our history, and it's such a tragedy thing. It just made an impact on me, and it's something that 24 years later, you still want people to remember that, because it had an effect on me, because I was trying to get hold of my wife. We just got married. We're only 2 months into being married, and couldn't contact her and didn't know where she was at. I knew she was in Indiana, but it's just stuff like that. It's just little things you remember. And I mean, tonight, I know I'll go back and all the news stuff that's on there from years ago, I still relive it just so I can stay on top of it. It's a tragic day, but it's something we all still remember. But I was telling someone earlier today, I mean, the part that I remember the most was really September 12th, how the communities come together, the nation come together. And that was coming from a tragedy. There was a lot of, the country was together at that point in time.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Sportland Field. Head coach Brian Oliver talking about the game tonight, but I found it very interesting that he had also posted about the week of 9/11, and so he was thinking more about the world that we live in and more than just football. It was an interesting conversation to hear his thoughts about that. Hi, how are you? My name's Kevin. What's your name?
Hi, Knox.
What, hon? It's nice to meet you. Beautiful little girl in the press box.
She's making a lot of friends up here.
Little boy, I'm sorry, came over to talk to us. Beautiful little boy in the press box. But we want to talk just a little bit about, of course, I was covering 9/11 as well. So when I saw that the coach had posted about 9/11, it spurred that conversation. And one of my interesting memories of 9/11 following it was after I'd gotten home, I found out a woman in Tell City's story. We went and did the story in her living room where she told us about how she'd gone out that morning to work on her garden, didn't know about what was happening with 9/11. And at that time, cell phones really weren't used. And so by the time she'd come back in, it was well underway. She looked at her telephone to see the light flashing, telling her she had a message. She hit the play button to hear her daughter basically say goodbye. Her daughter was in the second tower to crumble. She went to the television set, turned it on, and saw when the second tower crumbled down. So she learned about it from her daughter, and her daughter got the chance to say farewell, but she did not get the chance to answer that call, which of course I'm sure bothered her the rest of her life. There's a lot of stories like that, and we told many of them in those 10 days, but that one sticks with me and probably always will.
It's a good reminder to call your parents every chance you get and always answer their phone calls.
Well, I think it also puts perspective on life in general. Don't want to get too serious, but I mean, a football game is a football game, but life has to go on beyond all that. And in the world today, every day it seems like there's negatives. And so it will take time to enjoy a good old rivalry like Sullivan and Linton tonight and not worry about what the world's going through.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll turn Big D loose on the Linton-Stockton Miners on who's going to play on the offense and the defense. This is the Jordan and Vaught Insurance Pregame Show, and this is Rader Media Sports. Whether you would like to add emergency lighting, tint your windows, replace old floor mats with WeatherTech floor mats, lift your truck, cover your truck bed, customize your truck bed, or accessorize your vehicle, English Off-Road Line X of Bloomfield has a professionally trained staff to help you make important decisions and make your dreams a reality. Call them in Bloomfield at 812-384-5060 or visit them on the web at www.englishoffroad.com. Back once again on the Jordan Vaught Insurance Pregame Show, and Big D, who are we looking for the Linton-Stockton Miners tonight?
Well, watching them out there going through their offense, you said, looks like the same as last week. Russell Goodman, 6'3", 210 Singer, 44 rushes, 163 yards, 4 TDs. He's 19 of 51, 210 passing. I don't think those numbers are representative of what he can do just facing two very good teams. I don't want to discount Monrovia, who beat Kokomo last week. Tate Gamble, he will alternate with Aiden Sparks. The two will be at running back. Gamble with just 8 carries for 21 yards. Sparks with 14 for 82. The wingbacks, Ren Cottingham, I thought played the best game of the season for him. Had a couple of big runs, one called back. He's just a sophomore, 6'3", 6 foot 170, 16 carries, 89 yards, yet to score his first touchdown. He did get his first catch last week of 18 yards. And in the absence of senior Cooper Smith, who, they're hoping that he's going to be back soon, but they don't want to rush it. It makes perfectly good sense, but I can only imagine the emotions running through that senior as possibly the last time playing the Arrows, although we could face him again. Dalton Reed, a senior, 5'7", 145, was in the game last week. Didn't have a carry. Probably going to have to see him carry the ball or defenses won't honor him being there. Paul Oliver, the wide receiver, 6'4", 225. He's got 15 catches for 176, just has one score. Yet to carry the ball, had a fake punt. I think it's obvious that we have to get the other guys involved in the passing game. The other one being Oliver Stevens, 5'10", 160. He has 2 catches for 15 yards. But the more we can get the other guys involved, the more Paul will get a little bit more room to work defensively. Up front for the Miners, the big task tonight, as you heard in Kevin's interview with Coach Oliver. Sullivan is huge down front. Chris Lyons, a senior, 5'11", 185. Jimmy Wright, a senior, 6'2", 225 man. The left side, Justin Kenworthy, senior, 5'11", 200. At center, Tyler Franklin, Tanner Scarborough, 2 juniors on the right side, 5'11", 195, 6'2", 210. Tight end will be Corey Andrews when he's in there, 6'2", 250. Those used to seeing 52 are going to have to remember he's 42 now. Defensively, again, a lot of the same names. Linebackers, Corey Andrews leads the Miners with 32 tackles. Miner fans remember he broke the record for tackles last year. Jimmy Wright is back from Terre Haute North. He takes a spot at inside linebacker with 17 tackles. Goodman and Paul Oliver, 2 twin towers out there on the outside linebacker spot. We will see Tate Gamble getting action both at inside and outside backer. Up front, Tyler Franklin, Jacob Brettaway at nose tackle at senior, 6'2", 220, and Sparks will be the front 3 line. Ren Cottingham, Oliver Stevens, Colton Andrews, a freshman, second in tackles at 21. He's 6'3", 175. I think we may see him carry the ball as well. Harrison James will take Cooper Smith's spot, 5'10", 155. I'm just glad I called him Harrison and not Hunter. That's a good thing. He a veteran, just a junior, and I think that defensive backfield is going to be tested tonight, Kevin. That's with Fraker's passing.
2 things. Once again, Paul Oliver taking a few reps here tonight. Well, something to watch for tonight if he should happen to switch to quarterback. The other thing, Big D, Heather and I were in this school several times this week. We happened to see Corey Andrews walking down the hallway, and believe me, he takes up the entire hallway. He is a huge man, young man. But I asked him how he was feeling, and he said his chest was all better now. So that he was ready to go. And so let's hope maybe we see a difference maker with him tonight.
Well, I saw in the Monrovia film he would clutch his chest, kind of the chest bone. I know there's an official name for that bone. And I think I saw him give the thumbs up to his parents last week. I think he either has a bruised sternum. Maybe that's the right name for it. But and I heard a little bit of talk about that as well. And it's good that he's 100% better because breathing is probably a little bit of a tough thing.
We're going to take a quick time out to feature the Bring Change to Mind mental health awareness walk that was put on today by Linton-Stockton School Corporation. We're going to take a quick peek into that, and then we're also going to listen to a good luck message from one of our football sponsors for the 2025 season.
And let me say, you do not want to miss this.
It's awesome. That's all I got to say.
So we'll be back in just a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Hi, Kevin Rader from Rader Media Sports, and I'm here because Bring Change to Mind is a big topic today. It's all around us. Vanessa Shafford is a past president. Abby McKee is a current president. Abby, let's start with you. Tell me about this and why you're involved in it.
So Bring Change to Mind is a mental health club that was brought to our school a few years ago. We talk about how to deal with different mental issues like anxiety, depression, and we talk about how to use self-love and self-care. And today we have the walk to show other people what our club is about.
And Vanessa, now the athletic director here. Vanessa, tell us why this is important.
I think it touched me being an athlete, people caring about your mental health as an athlete, and sometimes it's kind of a weird thing to grasp, but that's kind of what drew me to the club at first. And then just seeing the toll that mental health takes on some people and realizing how important it is to make those changes is a cool thing. So I'm glad that Linton got to have a chance to do that.
Have you seen this grow since you were at the beginning?
Yeah, for sure. When it was at the beginning, none of us really knew how much it could impact so many people. And now seeing Abby and all those people in those different roles is super cool.
Abby, do you get as much out of this as you put into it? Sometimes I think working with kids and being with them is as rewarding.
Yes, this is very rewarding. We try our best to go over topics at meetings. We don't always have everybody there because of different things, but we do our best with what we have. I think we put a lot of work in this walk, and I feel like a lot of people are really enjoying themselves, and they're learning a lot.
Thank you, both of you.
Get in line, it's time to go.
What do you say? Linton Miners all the way. Yay!
Oh. Hey, I'm trying to be crunk. C-R-U-E. Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't come. Tell them why they better run. Stand up and get crunk.
What do you say? Linton Miners all the way. Yeah!
My name's Corey Andrews. I've been playing football since I was 3, and my favorite memory was winning semi-state last year. My name's Justin Kimworthy. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite part is football Bible studies after football. My name is RJ Wilson. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite memory is borrowing mattresses from the freshmen at Woodland Bible Camp. My name is John Kenworthy. I've been playing football since 2nd grade, and I would say my favorite memory is 4 years of football camp. My name is Chris Lyons. I've been playing football for 6 years, and my favorite memory is beating Brownstown in regionals. My name is Jacob Bredaway. I've been playing football for 4 years now, and my favorite memory is the energy in the stadium when we beat Brownstown in the regional game last year.
My name is Shayla Killian. This is my first year playing football, and I'm excited on making some field goals this year.
My name is Cooper Smith. I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite memory is going to state my junior year.
My name is Grace Llewellyn. This is my 4th year managing in the football team. My favorite memory has to be the week leading up to state, because just seeing how excited everybody was leading up to it, and then when we went and practiced on the Lucas Oil.
My name is Dalton Reed. I've been playing football for 5 years, and my favorite memory was the sectional championship against Greencastle last year.
My name is Landon DeLue. I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite memory was beating Sullivan in the sectional championship.
My name is Zane Sparks. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite memory is the Pickle Bandits at Woodland Bible Camp.
My name is Oliver Stevens. I've been playing football for 2 years, and my favorite memory was going to state last year.
My name is Paul Oliver. I've been playing football for 16 years, and I'm looking forward to the class ride with my brothers and all these coaches. My name is Russell Goodman. I've been playing football for 15 years, and my favorite memory is beating Lutheran in the semi-state game last year. My name's Jimmy Rye. I've been playing football for 14 years, and my favorite memory is being back with my team.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We want to encourage all of you to check us out one of three ways. Obviously, we are an IHSAA affiliate, so you can find us on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network. We are syndicating to YouTube and Facebook as well, so please let us know for a possible shout-out on the air. And during that break, you were able to see a number of features. One, the senior class for Linton-Stockton. Two, the Bring Change to Mind Mental Health Awareness Walk that was held today. That is an annual event. This is the 5th year. And then also a little shout out to the Linton Miners from Autumn Trace of Greene County. So that's
was
pretty
classic,
pretty cool.
I know where I'm going when I get old.
So we also want to keep the family of Dawson Brown in your thoughts and prayers. Today is the 7-year anniversary of his passing. He was a student at Linton-Stockton, a very integral member of the band, and there were a number of fundraisers that happened during his illness, drumming for Dawson, and I remember being a part of that with some of our senior representatives back then. So he's never forgotten. We want to just keep that as a reminder as well. We also want to encourage you to watch the crawl at the bottom, because as you're seeing right now, there are a number of things that are happening at Linton-Stockton, from fundraisers for the athletic department to powder puff volleyball to senior banner fundraisers that are for the athletic department there, so you have the opportunity to see your student on the fence. And speaking of that, today Rader Media Sports was able to present a check to the Linton Athletic Department for $950, and this is for the banners that are already on the fence, so that's $950 a head. And so if you would like the opportunity to see your senior on the fence, showcasing their sports, their clubs, their academics, please reach out as soon as possible.
And that money goes to the individual clubs, correct, Heather?
No, that goes to the athletic department. That is an individual fundraiser. But what you're referring to, Kevin, is this photo. This is $2,798 donated back from Rader Media Sports today. And that is for photo opportunities for team photos this fall season, as well as band and cadets. And so each specific sport got a specific dollar donated back to their club, as far as band and cadets as well as sports. As mentioned, we are broadcasting from Sullivan, and we are very excited to be able to get this broadcast underway. But Kevin, let's you and I take a look back to one of last night's memorable plays as the Lady Miners travel to the South Knox Spartans for high school volleyball. So we're going to do a flashback courtesy of the Greene County Vision Center replay. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
At 16s on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Feltner is back to serve. There's the set. Going to Marchino. Norris.
Out
Sullivan cross court to Warwick. And that's going to go into the stands.
Save.
But no, they save it and get it over.
Great
Unbelievable.
Save.
Ella again. Off the ceiling. That one falls. Point Miners.
She dug that one up, but it was hard and high and off the ceiling.
Wow.
Levi Hollifield from Sullivan High School receiving his Wall of Fame honor.
Boy, he is huge.
He is a monster. Can you imagine having the lineup across from him all night long?
Number 70, Levi Hollifield, 6'6", 290.
Yeah,
wow.
He did.
And he has a brother playing too.
Yeah, the linebacker, 57. He wreaked havoc on us last year.
Let's get to a couple of the sponsors that you're going to hear tonight in rotation throughout tonight's broadcast. First off, the Greene County Vision Center, which you just saw from last night's South Knox Linton volleyball game. Greene County.
Can I say a little something about that? Because that volleyball game last night was incredible. South Knox was an incredible opponent. The Miners were pressed, had to come back from behind in order to finally win that. It was just an incredible night of volleyball.
It was, and we saw lots of replays, obviously, from Elawara spiking it over the net. And as we always say, listen to the floor and wait for the thunder. And Greene County Vision Center is courtesy of those replays, and they want to let you know they are a local family-owned business located on Highway 54 in Linton, providing quality eye care, glasses, contact lenses, and treating patients like family since 2005. With a large selection of designer frames, stop in and let their staff help you pick out your new look. Tonight's quarter sponsor is Key Associates of Linton, serving Greene and surrounding counties for over 30 years. Key Associates of Linton has helped generations of clients buy and sell homes. So whether you're looking to build your dream home, your next investment, or sell your home to enter into the next chapter of your life, Allie Walton Jackson, Mary Beth Geralds, and Audrey Sparks are there for you every step of the way. Tonight's halftime sponsor is Inman Realty Group. Just like your team fights for every yard, Inman Realty Company fights for every client. Buying, selling, or moving up, Inman Realty gets you across the goal line. Tonight's touchdown sponsor is Hometown Veterinary of Elnora. Doc Phillips has 40 years of experience, a state-of-the-art facility, equipment, and a heart of a pet owner, which means after-hours availability for emergency services are always available. He's there when you need him, and Dr. Phillips and his kind staff treats your furry friends like family. So call Hometown Veterinary in Eleonora at 812-692-5770. Tonight's Red Zone sponsor is Michelle Stenger of Stenger Homes. Home, it's more than a roof and four walls. It's where your life happens, where families grow, memories are made, and futures begin. So whether you're buying, selling, or investing, real estate is the foundation of your dreams, and she's there to help you build them. So give Michelle at Stenger Homes a call at 812-219-2307. Coming up tonight on the post-game show, not only will Kevin talk with Coach Brian Oliver, big deal, take a look back for stats, and we'll look ahead as to what's next for the Miners. Tech Shack of Linton says you'll be surprised what you find at their store in Tech Shack in Linton. More electronic gear, parts, supplies than you've ever expected, because it's a Radio Shack on steroids. And this is not your daddy's shack. We also want to look ahead right now to the Kingdom Air kickoff forecast. And tonight's forecast is brought to you by Kingdom Air, your locally owned experts in heating, cooling, electrical, plumbing, and generator service. Call them at Kingdom Air or visit kingdomair.com to schedule your home as your castle is your home. Keep it comfortable with Kingdom Air. And right now the real feel is 85 degrees. Right now the winds are east-southeast at 1 mile per hour with maximum wind gust of 3 miles per hour. It is 38% humidity with a dew point of 57. And just for all of you allergy sufferers out there like myself
and me,
right now the dust and dander are at high levels. Ragweed and pollen could explain exactly why I feel as bad as I do are at the highest levels right now, as well as mold, grass pollen, and the only bright spot is tree pollen is at an all-time low. So we hope all of you are who are watching or in the air conditioning, who are checking in with us on Facebook, who are checking in with us on YouTube, and we will do everything we can to give you a shout-out during tonight's broadcast. Kevin?
You are listening to the Jordan and Vaughn Insurance pregame show. One other thing I want to throw out here is Shaylee Killian, who has worked out at kicker, and I know you've not seen a lot of her this year. She got hurt. She's still hurt, will not be playing tonight. She actually got her foot stepped on, which I never quite understood what happened, and she said had they made that apparent to the official that night, it would have been a penalty. Yeah. But she kind of brushed it off and got off the field, but was injured and has been out since.
And it was good sportsmanship. It was Monrovia, and I remember the play exactly. And the kid that he didn't want to hit her. I mean, he had his hands up trying to get to it. But yeah, she definitely got the foot stepped on. And of course, if you're kicking, even if it's the non-kicking foot, that's your plant foot. You mentioned the kicking. Sullivan, of course, always has a good kicker, so they're going to have that tonight as well. Linton will probably be going for two on both accounts. I do want to mention this series. The last 26 meetings, Linton has won 22 of them. Like I mentioned, we've won 8 in a row. 42-20 last year, had an exciting 14-12 game. Mike Caton is in his 4th season for Sullivan. He's 17-18 for the Arrows. And, of course, Brian Oliver is 128-29.
There are big games all year in football, but if you ask any member of the Linton-Stockton football team what game they look forward to the most, this is it.
Yeah, and I think vice versa. I think it's the same scenario.
And Heather, you know because you've worked in both schools.
I have, and let's take another look to some other big games that are happening. I'm not going to obviously provide scores, but I saw something this morning on the Indiana High School football fans page that I follow religiously, and someone says, was this a scheduling error? Because not only does IU play ISU, which thankfully for my dad, he's keeping me updated. IU is ahead 7-0 over the Sycamores with 11:22 remaining in the first quarter. But Bloomington North is also playing Bloomington South.
Oh, goodness.
So lots of rivalries going on tonight. We're excited because we were one of the 5 top games in the state that was pushed up at the top of the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network page. So we want to say thank you to the IHSAA for putting us kind of there at the top of that. We also want to remind everyone that tomorrow the Lady Miners are in action as far as volleyball down at a Lagodi Invitational, and they will play at 9 and 11. And then there's also some crossover matches too. So we're getting lots of questions on our YouTube and our Facebook page. And thankfully, Coach Scott Vanderkolk just wrote me back immediately here to let us know that it is 9 and 11. We'll keep you updated on all of that information later tonight after we get off air with minor football. Kevin?
So it's a great night for football. It's a great night for rivalry football, and that makes it even better as we are live in Sullivan here at Sportland. I was looking. I wrote that down somewhere, and now I can't find it. At Sportland Field here in Sullivan. This is Rader Media Sports.
Finding the best coverage for your home, auto, life, and business isn't always a walk in the park. I'm Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, your local auto owner's insurance agent. Whether you're buying your first car or starting your own business, finding the right coverage can be a challenge. With great companies like Auto Owners Insurance, I can find the appropriate coverages so that you and your family can be better protected. Come see me, Audrey Sparks, to discuss what coverages are right for you, or give me a call at 812-847-4798.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. We want to say thank you to all of our sponsors, as always, to make this broadcast free to view at home for all of you. And we have some new sponsors tonight that you are going to hear in rotation. Kevin, it's really nice when you get a phone call or you get a Facebook message or a text message that says, I want in on this broadcast.
Yeah.
And we are very thankful to those that are jumping in mid-season and those that are looking ahead to basketball season. And we're just very excited to be able to be a part of Miner Nation. And there's lots of cool things happening, as we mentioned, at the school. So please keep an eye on our Facebook page, as lots of events are upcoming during the rest of this month. And as always, it's Mental Health Awareness Month. And I know that the students here at Sullivan really take note to that because of the passing of Cade Frey 5 years ago coming up this fall.
That's very cool down there.
So they have the Sullivan Arrowheads that are now performing and getting the crowd fired up. We also want to say that this month is also Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and so you're going to see a number of teams wearing the Tackle Childhood Cancer Awareness Month as well. So I know that is not too far from our minds, those that are fighting cancer right now, and that those, unfortunately, that have lost the battle with cancer. As mentioned earlier, this is the 7th anniversary of the passing of Dawson Brown. So holding Sean and Christine and Jennifer and Jeremy and all who loved him in your thoughts and prayers tonight.
It's hard to find a family that has not, in one way or another, been connected with the fight against cancer. So anytime we can raise money or do our part, it is our responsibility to do so. I should also add here, Heather, halftime, you have some special things coming up at halftime.
We do. We want to make sure that you are tuned in to halftime because we have some pretty cool features coming up for that. And we obviously will be listening to Big D's halftime stats. That is part of the Inman Realty Group halftime show. So don't turn us off when you get to halftime, because there is a lot of different things happening as well. We also...
Let's listen in. The Sullivan Golden Arrows taking the field.
Edmondson there on the PA. We also want to give a special shout out to...
That poor number 19 about got trampled out there.
I want to give a special shout out to Sullivan Athletic Director Zach Wickesnack, who is phenomenal.
Yes,
absolutely phenomenal. And we want to say thank you for all you do for everyone here at Sullivan, but also welcoming us as well.
Little Black Sabbath on the jukebox that they run out to.
You always love it when it's a rivalry. It stands they're almost full. The visitors stands over there. I'd say it's 3/4 to a little over that.
Usually we see all of those fence rows. Of course,
they're still coming in.
Still got some time, so get you some popcorn. Gosh, we're blessed with the weather. I mean, she said the dew point was around 50.
Look at the Sullivan crowd.
Well, Sullivan's got to, be looking at Linton losing 2 games, 1-2, that maybe we're primed for the taking. I think the Miners may have a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of a chip on our shoulder. Kevin, I mean, that's 2 big defeats the Miners aren't used to having, but these are tough teams they faced.
We also want to say, if you are watching us on YouTube or Facebook Live, we love the opportunity for you to comment, and we will be checking in throughout the game periodically to give you a special shout-out.
Let's take a moment here as we're getting ready for the national anthem. The band will be taking the field.
Sullivan High School for tonight's varsity football game between the visiting Linton Miners and the Sullivan Golden Arrows. At this time, I ask that everyone please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's anthem will be played by the Sullivan High School Marching Band under the direction of Teresa Shunk and Drum Major Evelyn Wilson.
We're waiting now as the band takes the field. Complete silence. Sullivan Marching Band playing the national anthem. Our flag leaves the field. The band continues to play. And we're just about ready for football. Big D.
Well, Kevin, I tell you, when I come to Sportland Field, you know, most people from Linton know my dad was a head football coach here in '70. That's what brought us up from Kentucky. And I can remember running out the gates when the dressing room was right at the end, just like Linton was. And I was a third grader, and I can remember running out in this field. It was just a glorious feeling. Then we moved to Linton. It became a huge rivalry. But this is the emotion right now that goes through your heads, you know, as a player, as the Miners roll down the sideline.
There they go.
It's hard to express what it feels like because it's every sport has their different feel. But football is such a you know, you grind through the heat, and you sweat through the rain and the mud, and you know, it's the last go around for seniors on both sides. I mean, I'm sure the Arrows seniors are feeling the same way. They want to put it into that win streak. And the Miners, nobody wants to be on the team that loses.
Can we say we're broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service press box tonight here at Sportland Field in Sullivan? And, of course, it's Heather Rader, Big D, Dan Phillips, yours truly, Kevin Rader. And outside the press box in that blazing sun is Bill Reilly bringing you all of the pictures of this football game tonight. And we're pleased to have Bill along tonight.
As the sun bakes off the aluminum onto Bill, he thought in retirement he was going to be sitting in Florida or something, wasn't he?
I think he actually brought kind of a coat to use as a canopy over the camera so he could see the vision.
Some years of experience right there.
We're going to take a really quick timeout. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Whether it's the classroom, the field, the stage, or the court, it's time for another production of Rader Media Sports, home of the Miners, on the Champions Network of the IHSAN.
We want to do a really quick check-in on those that are tuning in on YouTube. We want to say hello to James Brinson and family watching from home. Go Miners. Also Trevor Sparks watching from the stands. Want to say hello to those checking in from Grace Creek, North Carolina, who says Go Miners. Ronnie Faree says Go Miners. And John and Lisa Austin watching from Mooresville says Go Miners.
Captains taking the field. Number 10, Paul Redgway. Number 4, Peyton Carlson. Number 36, Ty Hamilton. And number 70, Levi Holyfield, who you saw getting his Hall of Fame picture. And for the Miners, Big D?
Well, we got Paul Oliver, Cooper Smith, I believe Corey Andrews, and Jimmy Wright are out there.
So we are coming close to the end of the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. Let's listen in on the coin flip.
Number 13, Paul Oliver. Number 42, Corey Andrews. And number 52, for the Golden Arrows, number 4, Peyton Carlson. Number 10, Paul Ridgway. Number 36, Ty Hamilton. And number 70, Levi Holyfield.
Waiting as the captains now meeting with the referees here at midfield at the 50-yard line at Sportland Field. The sun is still, it's right now directly in our faces, but you know what? I don't think it's going to be there that long.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we're thinking alike, Kevin. I was just going to point out if this game would move to 7:30, that sun might be out of our way.
I would think they may have to turn the lights on a little sooner than you think. Let's see what the call is.
Sullivan has won the toss and has deferred.
They're kicking off. The Miners will get the ball first when we come back. You are listening. This has been, I should say, the Jordan and Vaught Insurance pregame show. This is Rader Media Sports.
Out here, work won't wait. From grading gravel to herding cattle, Polaris gives you the upper hand on hard work.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales. Linton Sporting Goods serves Linton and surrounding areas with quality sporting goods and screen printing for over 25 years. We specialize in embroidery and team sales, located on Highway 54 west in Linton. Stop by and visit this family and locally owned shop today. Welcome back as we get ready for kickoff. By the way, this first quarter be brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. And I've already pointed out Walton Funeral Service press box is where we're broadcasting from tonight. Our starting lineups were brought to you by Klusner Construction for both Sullivan and Linton.
It's 2018, the last Sullivan win.
So it has been a while, and I think these folks are hoping that tonight it'll be different for the Golden Arrows. And you know what? They have a very good football team coming in here. Let's look and see. Who do we have deep? Number 4 for the Miners is Ren Cottingham. Looks like he is the lone deep man, but there are a couple of up men. Can't quite see. It looks like one is either Aiden Sparks or Colton Andrews. I can't tell. 21. Oh, it's a way short. Going to be taken at about the 40-yard line. First down and 10 Miners. Taken there by Dalton Reed. That was a very short kick.
Yeah, and Dalton did a good job of getting that.
And that's great field position, Big D.
Yeah, good way to start.
That surprises me a little bit. Well, Russell Goodman will bring him out. Let's see what the Miners do with the first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Can't imagine a better. You're just 10 yards from the opponent's territory here to start out.
I think they were counting on that squirting through.
And it did not. Russell Goodman coming out as the quarterback. Tate Gamble is the lone setback. He's in the sidecar on the right-hand side. Paul Oliver wide to the left, the two wingbacks left and right. Goodman's going to run it off the left-hand side. He's going to pick up a couple, well, maybe more than that, maybe 3. Just running off tackle on the left-hand side.
Standard issue for the Miners. It looked like Holyfield, number 57. There's 2 Holyfields, so we're going to probably have to distinguish. That was William Holyfield, I believe. And number 70, I believe, the other, I think his brother.
Let's see, Ren Cunningham will be the wingback to the left. To the right, the wingback is Dalton Reed. Paul Oliver wide to the right. Again, lone setback, man in motion. They're going to pitch to him. That's Ren Cottingham across the 40. He's going to lose a yard or 2 and be pushed out of bounds. And, a nice, good sportsmanship there. Ty Hamilton reached out to try to help him up. And you know what? As he ran that sweep, he also could have hit him a lot harder. He did not.
Well, those draw penalties, you say. Friels was out there as well. Now the Miners facing a third down. This is pretty much a passing situation.
3rd down, 7.
We didn't talk much about the pass, but the passing game has got to come around.
Yeah, Miners have not had a lot of activity, about 60 yards or so in the passing game. There's a fake there. Dalton Reed swings out wide to the left, kind of in a slot left. Oliver is wide left. We're working on the near hash mark. There to the wide side of the football field. Goodman waiting for the count, wants to roll to his left. He's under pressure. He's going to go down. Oh, my. Big loss all the way back to about the 32. And it looks like, is that number 9? Yeah. Jaden Norris making the stop. 6'1", 210-pound senior was not being fooled or denied.
And Landon Simmons got the first pressure to him. Just nothing for – that's a bad sign, Kevin, if we can't keep them out of the backfield.
Boy, that rush was in on them immediately. Paul Oliver going back to punt. And, boy, the Miners' first possession went backwards.
Yeah, they didn't do anything any different, and Sullivan knows that's coming.
Oliver standing inside his own 20-yard line to kick this ball. Intense rush, but he gets a fantastic kick off. It's going to be backed up and taken at about the 32-yard line on a fair catch. First down and 10, Golden Arrows. Great punt by Oliver because, you know what, there was an intense rush.
Yeah, it looked like number 10, Paul Ridgway, had kind of come from the outside and had good speed and really was just a couple yards away.
So we get to look at number 7, Blake Fraker, 5'8", 165-pound quarterback. We did not get to see him last year. His lone setback, who does a great job, is Clark French. He's 5'8", 170 pounds, has the wheels. They're working from a power eye, really. Man in motion coming to the near side. That is number 8, Catlin, their leading wide receiver. But they're going to give straight away. That's French, kind of winding his way, but not for far. In fact, he may have lost a yard.
Combining there, Oliver's the first one there, but it looks like Franklin. But Oliver's going to get credit for that tackle. Everybody kind of feeling each other out right now.
They're going to say no gain, so they leave the ball at 2nd and 10. Ball resting at about the 34-yard line. Now number 9 coming out of the game. That's Jaden Norris. 2 wide receivers to the left. They're working on the far hash mark. 1 wide receiver to the right. 1 back behind the quarterback. They fake the rush and get caught coming across just at the very last minute as they were going to come on the rush. Aiden Pittman, number 53.
It's got to be 57.
Is it 57? All righty. That would be Jimmy K. Jimmy K. Wright. Just got a little close.
Yeah, tried to time it, and that makes that first down play now look like a 5-yard gain.
Or even if you stop short of the line of scrimmage, you might make somebody jump.
Right.
Either way, he went a little bit too far. Fraker checking his wristband. This time is French. The setback will be off to the left on his sidecar. 2 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, working for the far hash mark. Fraker is going to roll or pass over here to the wide side of the field, and boy, that pass, wide open, was number 2, Xander Friels, but that pass was nowhere near him.
No, Friels kind of stepped back on a bubble screen type situation, and Fraker kind of led him a little bit.
I think Fraker thought he was going to move downfield.
Right. And boy, the
miscommunication.
Defender would have been there. That would have been a pick 6 right there. They're going to try to get the ball out in those flats and let the guys go one-on-one.
Catlin is going wide to the right. He's a man to watch. Receiver also wide to the left. Now working from the power eye.
3rd and 5.
Got a man in motion. That is Ridgeway, but they're going to hand straight ahead.
They
got a dart into the open.
Gone.
Running is number 3. Is that Clark French? Yes, it is. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to go the distance. Wow. 61 yards from the line of scrimmage. He darted a little bit to his right and then took off when he saw the opening.
Yeah.
And he was Katie bar the door for a hometown veterinary touchdown on their first possession.
Well, and the bad news is it's almost like hitting rewind and seeing it. The Miners had him at the line of scrimmage. I mean, they had him. He made a juke, got out of it, and then busted through the hole. Nobody in the defensive backfield was there to try to make the hit. Nobody could catch him, and a great start for the Arrows.
Cash Murdoch, number 40, 5'9", 140-pound senior, is in for the kick. I believe Ridgeway is the holder. I'll try to, hard to get his number right at the point, but there's the placement of the ball. No, good. Way low, might have been touched, but either way, it was low, so low that it got blocked at the line of scrimmage. That will leave it at 6-0. The Golden Arrows on top with 9 minutes and 35 seconds still to play here in quarter number 1. This is Raider Media Sports. Before and after renovation, reveals are all the rage these days, and no one knows that better than Brock Anderson at Brock Anderson Construction. Whether it's painting, roofing, drywall, trim, electrical, or an overall remodel, Brock's before and after reveal will have you striving to come home to quality. With over 25 years experience in the construction field, call Brock Anderson Construction at 812-798-5583 for your home repair and building need. And as he always says, go Miners.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. Crane Credit Union supports area schools and wants to encourage every student to do their very best. With youth and teen accounts, students can earn $5 for every A on their semester report cards. For more information, visit your local Crane Credit Union branch or find out more at cranecu.org. Kevin?
So the Golden Arrows strike first in convincing, thrilling fashion. A 61-yard run. There's a ball going sailing into the end zone over the head of Ren Cottingham. He lets it go. Your Big D let that one go, and he did.
That was Uriel Juarez Martinez who booted that ball. Sullivan always has.
Boy, they've always, I was just going to say that.
Well, the Miners are going to have to respond.
This quarter brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. The Miners will now break the huddle. Oliver Stevens is coming wide to the right. Let's check and see who is in at quarterback. It looks like it might be Paul Oliver.
First time of the year, Oliver.
Man in motion. Oliver's going to keep it. They gang up on him. He gets a few. So Paul Oliver is now in at quarterback. That means Goodman switches to the wingback on the right side. So we'll try to set that lineup for you again when they break the huddle.
He picked up 4, see it?
That actually gives the Miners another threat because
Right,
Goodman
exactly.
at that wingback is a big threat. The wingback on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is Ren Cottingham. Man in motion, Oliver Stevens. Rolling to his left. He's going to be wide to the left now, the lone wide receiver. Man in motion, they're going to give it to him. That's the big fella. That's Goodman running off the left-hand side, and he has a little room to rumble. And it's going to be a first down for the Miners.
And what that does, Kevin, is when Oliver has the ball back there, you don't know that Anderson's not going to get it as well. Not Anderson, Russell Goodman. So that gives you a viable 2 guys running the ball. The passing game may take a hit.
And if they key on either of those 2, you might be able to get someone else to make a play. We'll see. Number 44, Tate Gamble, the lone setback off to the left side of the sidecar. Oliver back to pass. Looks. Has the rush gets to him. He tries to get ahead there, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Might be holding. I think that's what it's going to be. They're checking. Still waiting here for a signal. I thought I saw a preliminary of holding. Yep, they're going to mark it off against the Miners. Big penalty.
The drive killer.
Oliver looking down the field could not find an open wide receiver. He did not have a definite hole to run through. He tried to make one and could not do it.
He almost got out of there, but
boy, Sullivan, they are just big up front. And it looks like those guys are able to move, which always is the interesting part. Got a wide receiver to the left. It's Oliver Stevens. Or Ren Cottingham, I apologize. Cottingham now with the ball, running on a sweep around the left-hand side. Is going to be brought down out there. He got about 5 or 6 yards, but it's going to be short, well short of the first down, but make it more realistic at about 5 or 6 yards.
Now, Ridgeway's going to make that stop from the safety position, but he did get out to the 26. He did get 4 yards. And you got to keep that outside game there to keep those back linebackers from just punching up in the middle.
Miners come out, 2 wingbacks left and right, man in motion. That's going to be Goodman. They're going to give to him. He's going to go off tackle, and he busts his way forward, but he'll not.
That he's, either he or Russell Goodman are going to take that ball. Now, Sparks is in there as well. Gives you 3 really big guys to carry that ball, but it's 2nd and 11.
Oliver, 1 wide receiver off to the left. Again, the 2 wingbacks. Paul drops back. He's going to loop a long ball. It's going to be almost intercepted. It's deflected. Tended out there for, is that Stevens?
Yeah.
Oliver Stevens.
Going against the best defensive back they've got.
I can't get a number on it. Who is it?
24.
24, Ethan Garrett was able to deflect that ball. We got an official timeout, I think. They're pausing for a moment, coming over to talk to the Sullivan coach about something. The referee tapping his own chest when he walks over. I don't know if they're
trying to make a point, I think, but
I wonder if they're talking about the spot in the last play.
Probably could be. Or he's talking about somebody yelling, because look at the coach, look at the sideline. Anyway,
he's looking for somebody. Now he's looking off to the left. Now he's telling somebody. He does not like it, whatever it is. Now they're looking up here to the press box.
The only problem with Oliver quarterback is you lose any kind of height at catching the ball, and that, Oliver Stevens.
You got to be wide open.
Yeah. And
wide receiver to the right. Goodman in motion, coming over to the right side. He'll work out of the slot. Oliver Stevens is the wide receiver, working in between the 2 hash marks. It's 3rd down long. They fake on the pass, give to the wingback, coming back the other way. Cottingham has a first down and more. He's out to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 Miners. What a play.
Tremendous fake by Oliver. It looked like he was going to quick jump pass it, and then Cottingham came back against the grain with his speed, Ridgway brings it down, and Cottingham slowly but surely is getting used to this offense and showing that he's going to be a kid we're going to watch. He's just a sophomore.
The wheels kicked in. When
Yeah,
he saw he had an opening, all of a sudden we saw the speed that we have heard about. First down and 10 in Sullivan territory at the 40. The Miners on the march.
2 big third down conversions.
Man in motion. Now Cottingham will come back. Oliver will run it off the left side. He's got a little bit of a hole. He'll pick up about 4.
Very close, and now
now we got a flag. Ridgway got decked, but they're going to put a flag on somebody for the Miners.
Somebody on the late hit, and that erases. You know, these are drive killers. That was a 5-yard gain.
And it was after the play. I'm not quite sure what the words were back and forth there, but involved Paul Ridgway. There's the signal, personal foul, Miners.
15 yards. That'll probably put it back.
You know, that's the thing. You don't know what's being.
Certainly going to probably punt the ball and play field position here. They're thinking about it.
Now let's see. There's a flag. We might have a personal foul. Let's see what this is.
Boy, that would be humongous. A penalty. That
Which way it is, there must be some chitter-chatter going on out there.
It always is, but it's bad that it's happening right off the bat.
If they're calling it right away, maybe they can curb it.
Very good point. Very good point. Unsportsmanlike on the arrows.
On the arrows. That'll be an automatic first down.
Now that's 15 yards. Does that give us the first down or does it
not?
We had this
5 yards short, so it should be a 15-yard mark-off, right? I see what you're saying. It may not be where they're going to put the ball down. It is first down. First down and 10, Miners at the 30. That is a huge play.
Because that was most certainly a punt. So the Miners, we don't know what was said, but it's already off to a flaming start, Kevin.
Wide receiver to the right. Flanker wingback. Goodman, they're going to give to Russ. He's inside the 30, leaps forward to the 25. Good run there by Russell Goodman.
I keep messing his name up. Widgway came up and made the tackle, but he got the worst end of that. And you'll take that. You basically got 8 yards out of that.
Boy, that leap got him an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Russell's a big boy.
Second down 3, short. Second down.
One penalty, but obviously this one sportsmanlike is going to cost Sullivan this touchdown.
So right now it's 6-6. Miners will come out for the extra point. They'll have to try and do a 2-point conversion. They do not have a kicker, as those of you well know. Paul Oliver out there. He's got backs left and right. He's going to give to Goodman off on the right-hand side. Runs into his own man. Does he get in? Yes, he's in.
Oh,
Miners have a 2-point lead at 8-6.
That is big.
So let's take a moment out. This is Rader Media Sports.
The next time you need a lift, call Skinner's Towing. They're locally owned and operated since 2012. If you are ever in an accident or breakdown and unsure who to call, request Skinner's Towing at 812-699-0743 for fast, friendly, and affordable towing. No matter the vehicle, no matter the situation, no matter the climate, no matter the time. Skinner's Towing, the people you can depend on 24/7.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. Thank you all for your patience. Obviously, we had no problem in the pregame with Facebook Live and YouTube and connectivity. And once the game began, then things kind of went awry here. So we are doing our best, and we thank all of you for checking in on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network.
Ball placed at the 40-yard line for Miners will boot with a 2-point advantage. Wow. It was a 61-yard bolt that seemed to really energize this team and the hometown crowd, but the Miners, thanks to an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, able to get to the end zone from 8 yards out. The kick is short to the 25, the 30, coming around, getting around, and now pushed out of bounds at number 8 was returning that ball and doing a great job with it, Catlin.
Yeah,
upfield, he's near the 40-yard line. Let's see where they finally place it.
Looks like he's at the 43. A big hit from Stevens. and Aiden Sparks on the sideline.
Yep, you're right. I think they're going to inch ahead. They keep inching ahead there to about the 43-yard line. First down and 10.
14 plays, 80 yards on that drive, Kevin.
Boy, neither team can complain about field position early in this ball game, that's for sure. Wide receiver Ridgway to the left. That's the short side of the field, working for the near hash mark.
Miners have got to wrap up.
Number 8, Catlin, is wide to the right. Two backs left and right by the quarterback. Ridgway in motion. The quarterback, Fraker. Long count. Second clap, still no snap. Trying to draw people off. They're going to give off to French. Coming around the left-hand side. He is hog-tied down by Tate Gamble, the 5'11", 165-pound sophomore.
That was Norris on the carry. And Tate came flying around. I think he's playing, he's an inside linebacker. He's spelling Jimmy right for the time being.
Fraker gets the call from the sideline. Going now wide to the right is Ty Hamilton, number 36. Ridgway and Catlin coming here to the left. Fraker is going to throw it out here to number 8.
Nice play.
Catlin is pulled right down. He's out to about the 46-yard line. And, boy, he looks over at the Miners like something was said there. Now says, what do I do? They must be really, both sides, chatting it up out here.
Well, that was Stevens, and you remember Stevens, got a penalty for that on a kick return, so you got to learn to keep yourself in check.
Third down 7, Ridgway to the left. Wide to the right again is Ty Hamilton. Two backs with the quarterback. One is Catlin. The other is number 3, Clark French. They're still waiting here. Get a lineman out here.
Player short, but they've got 30 seconds.
How does that happen after you've already run a play?
Surprised they're taking a timeout. They had plenty of time.
Yep, they do. They're taking a timeout here, so we will as well. It's 8-6 Miners. This is Rader Media Sports.
Katie Marie Photography is located in Duggar, Indiana, and specializes in newborns and littles. You can find her page on Facebook for more information at Katie Marie Photography. Let your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Jathan Wright, help you think about insurance. Stop by the office, submit your information online, or give him a call at 812-798-2615. Fish Monuments is located at 289 A Street Northeast in Linton. They will meet with you to design your special cemetery monument. So whether you're pre-planning or have experienced the death of a loved one, contact Fish Monuments in Linton or reach them by phone at 930-236-3002 today. Kevin?
The sun is directly in our eyes now, right above the 40-yard line here as the Sullivan Golden Arrows come out of the huddle. Catlin going wide to the right. Hamilton wide to the right. That means Ridgway is wide here to the left, working from the near hash mark. One setback. I believe that is French. It is number 3. Blake Fraker, the quarterback, calls his count from the gun. He's going to wing it out here to the right-hand side to Catlin. He's around his man, and he's out across the 50, out to about the 47 or 8. Let's see where they place it. It's not a first down, but it is close.
Yeah,
it's a yard, little over a yard,
I'm a
short.
little surprised, honestly, but they're going to play the yardage game. Watch for the fake at all times.
The sun setting over Sportland Field here. Nope, they come out. I'm not so sure it's a punting formation. It isn't. I don't believe it is. Fraker brings them out.
Well, he is the punter, so let's watch. I can't see. That sun's got me.
No, it's French who I think. No, it's not French. They run off the side.
He's not going to get there. That's Hamilton, 36.
And he does not make it. I don't believe he makes it. Nope, they just signal the other way. First down and 10 Miners.
Great job.
Sullivan trying to make a statement here, and it failed.
Goodman was one of the first guys there.
He made some extra effort that looked like he might pick it up.
They weren't blowing the whistle, and I kind of thought, uh-oh.
But it's first down and 10.
Big stand.
Miners with the ball at about the 48. Yes, first down and 10 at the 48.
$1:30 in this first quarter.
Miners with an 8-6 lead on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Goodman in motion. They're going to give to Russ. Russ gives to the number 4, Cottingham, on a reverse. And he is immediately struck down. I'm not sure they gained anything on that.
Try that double end off counter the Miners have run for years. Big tackle by Norris, number 9.
They give him a few inches, but it's basically 10 yards to go. Second and 9. Ball at the 49. Miners, they're most everybody in tight. One wide receiver off to the left. Man in motion, that's Cottingham. They're going to give it to him off the left-hand side. The safety comes up with a strong hit. And again, that's going to be no more than a yard.
Yeah, just trying to look for anything to happen. And Ridgway again. Ridgway now with 5 tackles this early. Third down might be the last play of the quarter.
Clock running at about 30 seconds here. Miners in no hurry to come out of the huddle. We'll see. They break the huddle now. 20 seconds now remaining in the quarter. Man in motion coming over here to the near side. Oliver Stevens are working on the far left hash mark. Paul Oliver waiting for the snap. Goodman in motion coming wide in the slot. Oliver is going to roll to his left. Wants to put it in the air. No, he tucks it. He's going across the 40 and stops for a moment and now try to power his way forward to about the 45.
Never did get him down.
And so first down and 10 Miners, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. So at the end of 1 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, the Miners with an 8-6 advantage. This is Raider Media Sports.
If you're looking for a wide selection of quality pre-owned cars, why look any further than Bob Walters Linton Motors? They've been serving Linton since 1954 with a wide variety of vehicles for a wide variety of budgets. Bob Walters also offers a full-service department with ASE-trained technicians who are standing by to fix any potential problem. Why pay big city prices when Bob Walters offers local sales and service for less? Visit the dealer you can depend on. Bob Walters Linton Motors at bobwalterscars.com.
Team Ortho Foot and Ankle Center is home to board-certified foot and ankle surgeon Dr. Matthew Parmeter. Has more than 35 years experience treating patients across southern Indiana. For more information, call Team Ortho 812-847-3381. Our family caring for yours. Violet & Company, located in downtown Linton with flowers for all occasions. Find them on Facebook at Violet & Company to stay up to date with the new gift arrivals and upcoming specials. Whether you're looking to brighten someone's day with simple bouquets or celebrate a birthday, weddings, or special occasion, they encourage you to live life in full bloom.
We want to say thank you to Bill Reilly, who is braving the heat, who is standing outside of the press box doing his best to get as much of the field as possible, but when Sullivan stands up in the way, we're at a little bit of a hindrance.
Linton brings him out. Oliver rolling to his right. He's got a man out there, and he overthrows him. He had Oliver Stevens out there. Oliver making a late break to try to get to that ball, but it was a good 5 yards over his head. Second down, 10.
Well, what we're told is our YouTube is back up, so that is great news. Kevin, you just never know. Each game is different from one game to the next.
Miners with a 96 to 70 yard advantage. Remember, 70 yards for Sullivan. 61 of that came on one play.
Now working on the near hash mark. It is now second down 10 for the Miners. Goodman in motion. Oliver's going to pitch it to him. He wants to run to the right side. He's trying to get around the end, and he does. He's inside the 30. It looks like out of bounds at about the 29.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was going anyway.
It didn't.
Nice patience.
And, he surprises you with that speed, being such a big man.
May take him a bit to get going, but when he gets going.
They say it's third down and 3, Big D, for the Miners. They're in two-down territory here now.
Absolutely, two-down territory.
And you know what? You're kind of seeing some hands on hips on the defensive line area. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
They're going to give right ahead to Sparks. He bolts out in the open, spins his way down. He's in the red zone. He's in the Stanger Holmes red zone. First down and 10 Linton-Stockton Miners.
We have not seen that kind of physical running on the inside. Now we're going to the ground quick. I'm not sure what we got down to.
Well, they haven't even moved the sticks yet, so they've got to wait.
Got to stop them. Can't let
They're
them
trying
run.
to get the sticks set, but the Miners are already running their play. There they go. They've got a flag down. Now what's that going to be? Illegal procedure, Miners. I don't know.
Well,
that whole thing, you thought the referee would have said the yard marker wasn't set.
That threw the whole thing off.
But they didn't, but they just penalized the Miners 5 yards.
Yeah, they were ready to go quick and catch Sullivan. As you pointed out, hands on the hips, and I'm sure the Miner coaches saw that. That's a play you got to remember, 5 yards on first down. Fortunately, it is first down. Aiden Sparks now, 2 carries, 32 yards.
Goodman, wing back to the left, wing back to the right is Cottingham's in the slot right. Goodman in motion to that side. Oliver's going to cut that way. He's trying to muscle his way through some traffic. He'll pick up a few here. We'll see. That's the far side of the football field down there.
73, Adam McKinley and Catlin were in on that. Now we got a big third down. Certainly going to be in 4-down territory, but you don't want to have a long situation.
So second down, 8.
Okay, I'll take that.
Second down, 8 for the Miners. Got to come out and make a play here. The ball is placed. Is that goal? Second and goal from the 8?
No, we were at the 11, so we can get to the 1.
All right. So we got Sparks in the backfield, man in motion. Going to fake to him, give to Goodman coming around the right side, and boy, he is dragged down. He's met right away by big number 78, Bryce Deckard. He got away from Deckard, but Deckard slowed him up just enough for some other arrows to come and clean him up.
Epling.
Third down 7, they give him a yard. Miners again in 2-down territory, but boy, you hate to have to rely on that. The sun setting here on a Miners 8-6 lead. Paul Oliver brings them out. Again, Sparks is the lone setback, but Goodman is in motion to the right. They're going to give it to him off tackle. He's going to muscle his way down for a few. It's not a first down. Let's see where they finally spot the ball.
Holyfield and Hamilton.
Fourth down and about, well, I would say 6. Says 4th and 7 on the board, but I would say it's more like 6.
Big play then early in this contest, 9:28 in the second quarter. He can get a first down at the 1-yard line.
Miners break the huddle. Wide to the right is Ren Cottingham. Wide to the left is Oliver Stevens.
I think he's going to roll out.
Wing backs left and right. Sparks the wing or the halfback on the left-hand side. Paul Oliver's got an opening. He bullies right over number 2.
Did he get there?
Xander Friels, but what's the call? They're saying he's just short. Or no, touchdown.
What?
They just signaled touchdown.
Well, you can tell how we can't see up here, and that's a big conversion by Paul Oliver. And I'm telling you.
So how far out was that?
That was 6 yards.
The Miners get in for another touchdown with Paul Oliver taking it in for a hometown veterinary touchdown.
Yeah,
they break the huddle here to try for a 2-point conversion. Again, Sparks the lone setback. Wide to the right, Russell Goodman. Also number 7, Stevens, and also Cottingham. We got trips to the right. Sparks the setback. Oliver wants to roll to his right. He's looking for someone to throw to. He's in trouble, throws the ball away. And so the 2-point convert.
Stevens, I believe.
But it really wasn't close to him.
No.
So it's a 14-6 game. The Miners with the lead with 9:07 to play here in the first half of play. This is Rader Media Sports.
The Grill of Linton is a 100-year tradition and in the same family for the last 40. Open 7 days a week with steak night every Friday and Saturday night. You can dine in or carry out at this eatery located in the heart of downtown Linton. Crane Credit Union offers school spirit debit cards that allow you to show your school spirit each time you use it, with a portion of the purchase being donated back to your school. If you'd like a spirit card or for more information, visit your local branch of cranecu.org today.
Welcome back. We want to say thank you to those that have let us know that YouTube is back up and running now, so we should be back in business.
Well, the Miners answered that 61-yard hello, welcome to Sullivan run by French. But since that 61-yard run, Kevin, they really have no yardage.
Well, the Miners have scored twice since then.
70 total yards, so they've just gotten 9 yards since that big run. You got to wonder when they won't try to throw the ball deep.
Russell Goodman has the ball teed up. See where the ball goes. It's going to bound for one of the short men and almost go out of bounds, but not quite. The runner is going to be spun down inside the 25. Again, some late hits out there, but nothing flagged that time. First down and 10 Golden Arrows.
Their bodies flying all over the place.
There's some folks, as Big D said, who are going right up to the whistle and sometimes after, and I thought those early flags were trying to
calm that down.
Calm that down.
Nice hit by number 60, Trip Haynes. 2 Miners were down there. Ball at the 23-yard line.
First down and 10. They break the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the right. 2 wide receivers to the left. And we still have a running back. That's Clark French behind the quarterback, Fraker.
Here it comes.
He's going to drop back. 5'8" kid puts the ball up in the air. He's got a man wide open. There was a push. You saw it easily, but it was not called. And that's because the referee was trailing the play.
That was
a push-off play by Ridgeway, and it worked.
That was a nice pass by Fraker. Good defense by the Miners. Stevens was right there.
46-yard line, and the Sullivan Golden Arrows are depending on big plays today, and they have made some. 2 wide receivers to the right, working for the left far hash mark. The ball is going to be pulled down there. A completion by number 8, Catlin. He's hit down at about the 43. Nice defensive play there by Ren Cottingham. So pickup of about 4, let's say second down 6. Again, 2 wide receiver to the left is Ridgeway. Power I formation here behind the quarterback. Going to give straight away. Boy, he has stood up instantly. There's no gain on that play.
Nothing on the inside. Andrews and Gamble.
I didn't see who made that initial hit, but that runner was stood up.
Definitely not running towards big Corey Andrews' direction, and Gamble is reaping the benefits. 2-yard loss.
Third down and 8. Ball resting at the Miner 44.
The sun's finally dipping down.
Fraker, the quarterback, at sunset, calls his count. Man in motion to the right. That's Catlin.
Nice cut.
They're going to give it to him. He's dragged, spun down, and then held on, and now there's a flag. Let's see what that's going to be.
That comes in around the period of face mask.
Looked like he had the jersey, but we'll see. Personal foul, face mask.
It didn't look like it was a face mask at all. So now they get the big call.
Tommy McIntyre on the official white hat.
And it's 15 yards, unless they're going to talk about it a little bit. Sure looked like he got him pulling by the pad.
Life moves fast. Car rides, chaos, and cuddles. But protecting your family with life insurance, that's worth slowing down for. Alicia Cornelius at Farm Bureau Insurance. Because love plans ahead. 812-582-8941.
I know the official has the, he can make it a inadvertent, or I don't see how there was any inadvertent.
Puts the ball at the 29, first down.
I know I'm a Linton fan, but I just don't see how you call that a intentional face.
9 yards from the Stanger Homes red zone. Fraker coming out. French the lone setback. Again, 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver split left. It looks like number 2, Friels, is trying to find out what the call is. Fraker takes the snap from the gun. He's looking to his right. He's got a man out there, Fraker. And boy, it looked like number 4, Ren Cottingham, was going to make a break on the ball, but slipped on the turf.
Led Friels
incomplete.
A little too much at about the 21, 22-yard line.
Want to say happy 31st birthday to Levi from Elizabeth and Robert Kuhn. Also hello to Reader Burgess, Joe White, and Chris Spink, all watching the Miners.
Ridgway wide left, Catlin wide right. Number 36, Hamilton in motion on the left-hand side. Fraker will take it, hand it off to French. He sees an opening and darts through it. Man, is he quick. It's down inside the 25 to about the 24. It's not near a first down, but boy, that looked like it was inches from breaking.
Yeah, he cut against the grain.
He's already done it once for 61 yards. It looked like he might have been on the verge of another.
3rd and 5, tackles by Colton Andrews and Gamble again. Gamble, that's 4 stops for him early in the contest.
Jaden Norris checking into the ball game now. Number 2, Friels checking out. Coming wide right is Ty Hamilton. You got wingbacks left and right working on the far hash mark. They're going to give straight ahead and nothing doing there.
Yeah,
that call surprises me. It's 4th down and 5.
Andrews and Trip Haynes again right up the gut.
The Miners, let's call a spade here. The Miners are undersized in this ball game up front, but holding their own now. Fraker coming over to talk to his 2 wideouts over here, Catlin and also Hamilton. That's interesting.
Yeah, they just need 6
and now
yards.
they substitute a man and want to run a man out before they can call an offense. They're all over the map here. Ridgway is signaling, get the play called here. It's 4th down and long. They're still lining up.
12 seconds.
10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5. There's the snap. Fraker throws it out here on the right-hand side. It's connected, but tackled right there at about the 33. 1st down and 10 Miners. And I'll tell you, the Golden Arrows were out of sorts the entire time.
Great open field tackle by Paul Oliver, because that's all he has to do, Friels, is break that tackle, and he's got the 1st down. Pressure from 3 Miners that time. I think Tyler Franklin was in there. Now that's 0 for 2 now Sullivan has been on 4th downs. This one's not as bad because it's at the Miner 28.
Harvest season is coming near. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call to make sure your farm and farm equipment are properly protected. Miners getting ready to break the huddle here. And they do, wide to the right, with 1 wide receiver wide to the right. We're working on for the near hash mark. A wingback right. Goodman, the wingback on the left side, goes in motion. The pitch will go to Goodman. He's at the 25, the 30, across the 30, out to about the 33-yard line. So a good pickup, maybe of 3 to 4 yards.
You know, nice tackle by Hamilton out there. Then Caitlin's tapping his helmet to come out. But a good gain.
Sometimes when you see that pitch, I can't help show my age here. The old Green Bay Packers sweep where
Jim
they
Taylor
just pitched the ball out and Horning or Taylor would come across there. It's just such a basic play, but a powerful one if you run it right.
And I'm showing age too. That's Jim Taylor getting that pitch. Number 31, I remember well. I don't remember well because I was little, but I do remember.
Go ahead, Heather.
In an accident and need a lift, Skinner's Towing Service is your reliable, fast, and friendly people you can depend on 24/7. Call 812-699-0743 for locally owned, affordable service.
Cottingham wide to the right. Wide to the left is Oliver Stevens. Wingbacks left and right. Goodman, the wingback, in motion, but they're going to give straight ahead. Tate Gamble will muscle forward. He's got a 1st down.
Yeah,
boy, ladies and gentlemen, that's a good power 7-yard run.
He's saying, I can do the same thing. He doesn't got the weight Sparks got, but he did push the pile forward. Holyfield's going to make that stop.
He lowered the pads, Big D.
Yeah.
Because he was being hit. He just kept muscling forward.
I think he kept churning his feet, just a sophomore. This is much more the Miner offense that we're used to seeing, churning the ball. If we could get the pass in this mix.
Wide receivers left and right. Paul Oliver, the quarterback. Again, the running back is Tate Gamble, a man in motion and illegal procedure against the Miners. I don't know what that is. Too many men moving at the same time? I don't know.
Somebody must have moved ahead, but the Miners now, let me take a quick look penalty-wise. We have 6 for 20. The Arrows with 0.
Boy, right now,
wait a minute, they've got a personal foul call. So.
The sun has been lethal, but just right at this instance,
it's beautiful.
It's stunning.
It is beautiful right now.
A beautiful sunset right over this field. The light's starting to take effect, but the sun may be setting, but we got a lot of football to play.
And it'll be a big way to go out this first half. Remember, Sullivan gets the kickoff to start the second half.
Oliver brings him out. Ren Cottingham is wide to the left, I think. I can't tell if that's 4 or 7. Ball on the far hash mark. Goodman in motion. Going to fake to him. He's going to look over here to Oliver Stevens. He's going to put the ball up in the air. What
are you doing?
It's a free ball, and it's going to be intercepted.
What? I don't understand throwing that ball like that.
It's pulled down by number 24, Ethan Garrett, who, as Big D said, is their best defensive back. It was really a basketball play. He just screened off his receiver and made the catch.
Just threw the ball up. It was wobbly. It was an easy pick. Our Cunningham tried to get over there to break it up as a defender, but this could change things if they go down and score and get the ball to start the second half.
Ridgway going wide to the left, working on the near hash mark. Wide to the right on this near side of the football field is Zane Catlin. Wingback on the right-hand side as well. Quarterback, Fraker. Gets it outside here, and a great move. Still running is number 8, Catlin. And my, oh my, he was making people miss. I'll tell you, he's not a big fella. Zane Catlin, 5'10", 180, and he was really kind of thrown down viciously. But the Miners' frustration there is get the kid down, and they did finally. But it's a first down, Golden Arrows. Ball now at the Miner 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Working again for the near hash mark. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Fraker's going to hand straight ahead, and the man breaks through. Clark French again breaks through. He is tackled down at about the 37.
James and Gamble.
But French was a step away from breaking that one. It looks like he's hitting traffic, and then all of a sudden he just darts out of there.
Out. It just shows you how fast momentum can change. The Miners were in control 14-7. Could probably eat the clock out at first half and throw an interception. 2nd
down 4. Wide receivers left and right. French is going to give straight ahead. They give the ball to French straight ahead, and he is hammered down right away by Tate Gamble.
Tate Gamble's having a whale of a contest. The ball back at the 39. That's now his 7th tackle in the first half.
Ren Cottingham coming wide to the left. That's the pause here. Fraker's going to bring him out. 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 wide receivers to the left, working in the near hash mark. Fraker with 1 running back behind him. That's French. He's going to throw it out here in the wing. It's almost intercepted. Boy, a miscommunication there. Fraker was throwing an out pattern, and the receiver, number 36, Hamilton, was running a fly pattern down the sideline.
Yeah, he thought he was going to.
And there were a couple of Miners there, but they couldn't get to the ball.
That's twice they've run that play.
4th down and 6. They're going to go for it at the Miner 39-yard line. Trips to the left. 2 wide receivers to the right. They are going to test the Miners here.
3:01 on the clock. Got to get some pressure.
Fraker with an empty backfield, working from the gun. Waiting for the snap. Got it. Retreats. Throws it over the middle.
Nice play.
Tipped. Knocked down by the linebacker there, number 42, Corey Andrews.
He leaped to his right, got his hand on it. French was coming across the middle, and that's 3 4th down failures by the Miner defense. That stiffened hard, and we avoided it that time. 2:57 now.
It's one of those things. Fraker threw more of a bullet. Had he looped it over a little bit, that probably would have been a completion. But
Linton Sporting Goods is your local one-stop equipment shop for all things sports. Locally owned and operated and in the family for over 40 years. They're going to make sure you're ready for the start of the season or upgrade throughout any season. Find them on Facebook today.
Goodman in motion. Oliver is going to give to the wingback, Ren Cottingham, cutting from left to right.
That was Gamble.
He loses a yard. Oh, it's Tate Gamble, 44 instead of the one.
Holyfield makes a big hit, number 57. Back to the 38.
So right now, boy, the defenses of both teams are kind of taking control here. We've had 1 score in the second quarter.
Linton had that nice 14-play drive. Just can't shoot yourself in the foot so far. Penalties on both teams have kind of affected their drives.
Going to break the huddle here. 1 wide receiver wide to the right. It looks like Dalton Reed. I can't tell. Man in motion. Nope. You're going to fake to Goodman out there. Give a look. Cottingham is spinning his way too close to a first down. I think he's got it. Let's see if they put him down at the 49. If they do, oh my gosh, first down and 10 Miners. What a play.
I tell you what, this kid is coming alive. 26 yards, run the ball hard. He's got 37 yards now, and the Miners right about 2 minutes. And I'm telling you, having Oliver at quarterback, with Goodman at wingback, is opening Cottingham up.
Oliver brings it out, throws it out here in the flat. Number 50 is at the 50-yard line. It's spun down there, probably a loss of 1.
Now that was to Stevens out there in the far flat. I want to make sure that's Stevens. It is Stevens. Good tackle by number 4.
Actually, they didn't lose a yard at all, so it's just second down 10.
I like that you're getting Stevens involved out there. I've been trying to get there.
The light's taking effect as the sun now behind the trees. Man in motion coming to the near side. They're going to pitch that way. Ren Cottingham is at midfield. He's trying to run behind his blockers. Knocked down there by, let's see, number 9, Jaden Norris. Looks like he might get maybe 2 yards. Third down and 8.
Stay in bounds, though, and that's going to make that clock run. And, you're just one play.
1 minute remaining until the halftime show. Oliver Stevens. Want to tell everybody to stay tuned for the Inman Realty Group halftime show. We got a lot of interesting things coming up there. Goodman, the man in motion. Paul Oliver looking to the right side. Tate Gamble is the lone setback.
Timeout.
But now the Miners call a timeout with 48 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Is your roof ready for the next storm? Whether it's a leak, replacement, or brand new look, Buncombe Valley Roofing has you covered for 13 years, a trusted name in residential and commercial roofing in southern Indiana. Offering membrane, shingles, and all-metal roofing. Call Coach Sierra Babcock to schedule your free estimate today at 812-227-0818. You read Linton Sporting Goods.
Autumn Trace of Greene County, who you saw earlier in the pregame, is the perfect setting for seniors to call home. Seniors can live as independently as they wish while enjoying as much supportive care as they may request in their daily lives from a 24-hour care staff. Call Jessica at 812-699-4464 to find out why so many of your friends and neighbors have already picked Autumn Trace as their choice to age in place.
The Grill is open 7 days a week with a large menu featuring daily specials. Dine in or carry out your favorites for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Located in downtown Linton, this family-owned business has something for everyone. You heard the whistle. We're getting ready here for the final 48 seconds of this first half. Paul Oliver brings them out. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wing back to the right. Oliver looks to his right and now wants to dart ahead. Now he's in trouble, wants to put it up in the air. He's got a man out there, but again,
he dropped it.
He dropped it. Goodman played defender out there. Goodman was open for a moment, but that ball was thrown more up in the air than forward. And it turned into kind of a rainbow, and right there to make the play defensively was Xander Friels.
Yeah, just kind of heaved it up. I guess it serves the same purpose as a punt.
Paul Oliver is back to punt now, standing on the Miner 40-yard line. See if the Miners decide to. We got a timeout here on the field.
Well, they're not going to
with
go
38 seconds remaining in the first half.
Need quality hardwood mulch, compost, tree removal, and or stump grinding. Contact CAS Contracting DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who has been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. So if it's an outside job, call 812-847-7221. Are you looking for high-speed internet? Give Mike Morin a call at Midwest Satellite in Linton. He offers T-Mobile high-speed internet for $60 a month with debit auto pay. Call Midwest Satellite at 812-847-8848. Call Mike. He will treat you right. And Mayor Preble encourages all to see all the community has to offer. He's committed to building a business-friendly environment so citizens can take advantage of job opportunities in and around the community. You can also stay up to date with all things City of Linton by visiting their website at www.cityoflinton.in.gov. Kevin?
It's 4th down and 8, 38 seconds remaining in the first half. The Miners with a 14-6 advantage right now. Paul Oliver back to punt.
Don't think we want to kick it to Catlin. I hate to bring it up, but last year Sullivan hit a monster pass.
Oliver working to the right. Now finally boots it. It's going to go over Catlin's head and keep rolling. It could go all the way to the end zone, and in fact, it does. Wow. Nice boot, a good 60-yard boot by Oliver into the end zone. And he hesitated, kind of like one of those rugby kickers sometimes, but he definitely went ahead with the boot.
He thinks about it every once in a while.
Since 1954, Bob Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community, but they also offer a full-service department ready to assist you when it's the time of the essence. So don't drive out of town for quality, professional service. Call them at 812-512-9857.
By the way, this second quarter, we're brought to you by Key Associates of Linton, and we're broadcasting from the Walton Funeral Service press box. And we're getting ready for the halftime show, so be sure to stay with us.
We're getting ready for some long passes is what we're getting ready
This
for.
is dangerous right here. We got wide receivers left and right.
we're offside.
Man jumping on the left-hand side. That's number 54, Tyler Franklin jumping off sides.
The Miners, 5-yard penalty will remain first down.
Miners have had a little bit of penalty-itis.
He's checking out now. It looks like number 60, Trip Haynes, has come in.
Haynes has done a good job getting pressure on the quarterback, and that's what we've got to have.
Right now, the quarterback, Fraker, working from the gun. He's got one running back there.
Right
throws
there.
it out here in the flat. Goodman trying to wrestle it away, and he cannot. It'll be a first down at about the 35. The clock, it should still be running. It was a caught pass. Why is the clock stopped?
Well, we're in Sullivan.
Now they start rolling the clock again. Well, that's interesting.
Oh, we got a first down. That's what it was.
That's why. Okay, thank you.
Boy.
Two wide receivers to the left, one to the right, working on the near hash mark. Fraker in trouble. Unloads. Tipped possibly by Paul Oliver at about the 45. Intended out there in the left, I believe, for number 8, Zane Catlin.
I believe you're correct, and kind of somewhat broke up by Andrews.
Timeout on the field with just 8 seconds remaining if they want to talk about this last play before halftime.
Gaither Power Sports is the area's premier golf cart dealership. Evolution golf carts starting at $69.99 with an 8-year lithium battery warranty and 0% financing available. Gaither Power Sports is also your local Abington e-bikes dealership, so stop by Gaither Power Sports on Highway 54 today. Also, come home to quality with Brock Anderson Construction. Call him at 812-798-5583 for all of your construction needs. Auto Tech Collision, located in Linton, offers full-service body shop with over 30 years of exceptional auto body repair knowledge. They also do brakes, shocks, and oil changes, so visit them at 345 14th Street Northwest and stop in for a free estimate today. Kevin?
So coming wide to the right is Ridgeway. Wide to the left is number 36, Ty Hamilton. Also spreading out left in the slot is Zane Catlin.
You'll give up the short pass as long as you make the tackle.
One back is French, who can also run the distance. Fraker working from the gun.
Can't give him that deep pass.
Pointing out Russell Goodman. Now he retreats, throws it up here in the air. It's an intended for Ridgeway. And there's an offensive foul as he pushed. He pushed number 4, Ren Cottingham in the back. He got away with that earlier.
Yes, he did, big time.
For a huge play. He did not get away with it this time. Ridgeway acting seemingly like he might have been shaken up on that play, but boy, he definitely pushed.
Yeah, he's definitely getting.
And so coming out now is Ethan Garrett to take his spot.
Yeah, and he's every bit as quick. And, he's
4 seconds remaining in this first half.
A lot of interceptions in his career. This will push him back, and I believe lose a down as well. $15 yards.
Boy, it's a country mile. They're still walking the sticks back. Let's see how that totals up on the scoreboard. I can't see the far.
Second and 25 from the 20-yard line, and they got a timeout.
4 seconds left. Timeout on the field.
Scooter's Coffee in Linton is proud to announce its arrival in the Linton community. Their extensive menu features a wide variety of hot, iced, and blended beverages. Additionally, they offer an assortment of sweet and savory food items to accompany you on the go. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast, and remember, they open this Monday at 5:30 a.m.
Oh, my goodness.
Get in line early.
We saw some videos today of some of the staff members that are going to be working at Scooters, and excited to see some familiar faces from the Linton community. So make sure you put that on your list to do Monday morning, to stop by and support another new local business in Linton.
Yeah, you're always glad to see that when new businesses come to town. Working here wide to the right, 36 Ty Hamilton, and the slot right is number 8, Zane Catlin. Wide to the left, 24 Ethan Garrett, and number 2 Xander Friel. So
now they don't want to give up, an interception.
no, they're just going to let the clock run out. Call a timeout to run out the clock. And so at the end of the first half of play, the Linton-Stockton Miners leading the Sullivan Golden Arrows 14-6.
We want to encourage you to stay tuned to the Inman Realty halftime show. And to start today's halftime show, we're going to hear from the new softball coach at Linton-Stockton High School, Erica Arnold. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Hello, Kevin Rader from Rader Media Sports, and we have an exciting introduction to make. And the reason we're sitting here in the softball dugout for Linton-Stockton Miners is we have a new softball coach, Erica Arnold. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Now, this is interesting because she's not new to Linton, and yet you have a boatload of experience. So help everybody understand your career and how you got here.
I've been coaching. This is my actual 20th year of coaching. But how I got started here at Linton was I actually started teaching here last year through the co-op, which Green Sullivan. I started teaching special education. I picked Linton as the place I wanted to be. And so I got a year under my belt and got to experience all the amazing parts of this community. And when the job opened up, I was so excited because I felt like everything aligned. It was God's purpose. And so we just started making the ball roll for everything to happen. We transferred my daughter, and so we're excited.
Now, the interesting thing is, too, you come with some college experience, which probably is not the norm for this size of a school.
Yeah, I got the opportunity. That was always my dream, to coach college, and I did that. This summer, I spent a lot of time thinking. I have a daughter that just freshly turned 13. This gives me an opportunity to still do what I love, but be able to watch her do what she loves at the same time. She plays volleyball, basketball, everything, and I've been missing that for several years now, coaching college. So I wanted to give some time with my family, and coming back to the high school level allows me to do that and still be, able to pursue my passion.
Tell us a little bit about why Linton.
Oh, Linton.
You probably could have gone anywhere. Why here?
I think they match my coaching style. There's just such a tradition of excellence here, and Linton wants to win, and that's the same thing that I want to do, create a positive culture and do the best we can on the field, and Linton's always been known for that, and I'm excited to be a part of that.
Of course, you're succeeding Beth Warrens. I imagine you knew her before.
She actually coached when I played, so she's been around for a long time. She really did a lot to leave this in good hands for me, so I'm very appreciative of that.
So, you talked to the kids?
We had our first call-out meeting on Tuesday, so I met the girls yesterday, and we're going to start our limited contact practices today.
Boy, it just seems hard to believe.
It's all happening very fast.
Because you jumped in
Yeah.
about what, a week or two ago?
Yeah.
And boom, you're practicing.
We're moving, yep. But that's good. It gives me a chance to get to know the girls before season gets started. So
you don't have to name anybody, but do you have a staff? Have you had a chance?
Yes, I have some staff. They're not official yet. We're working on that, them being official, through applications and all that. But yes, I have people that have been with me for a long time that still want to stick around, so I'm excited to bring them along with me.
Last question. The cupboard's not bare. That's the good thing. You have some talent here.
Absolutely. So I've been doing my research for a while, and but like I said, Linton's always been a powerhouse program. They seem to reload year after year. They have great youth programs here, kids that are involved in travel sports, and I've noticed for years to come that we're going to keep reloading, and but this year I've already met some of them, and I know that they're talented kids, and they're not only good kids too. I've noticed they are participate in a lot of things. And
they do that.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
And a great facility.
Yes.
I love this facility, especially the press box. Of course, why wouldn't I?
Yes.
Eric Arnold, welcome. Thank you for sitting down with us.
Thanks. Go Miners.
Welcome back to the Sullivan, Indiana, where the Miners have a 14-6 advantage on the Inman Realty Group halftime show. Erica Arnold, our guest here, the new softball coach. And Heather, interesting observation I heard in the Sullivan press box earlier when there was discussion about Erica Arnold being hired at Linton. I heard a prominent person say she's a winner. Wherever she goes, she wins.
Well, and I know that when you and I sat down with her on Wednesday for that interview, she is ready to go. She's obviously a Linton-Stockton employee there at the school, which I think is always wonderful, too, to be able to get to know the students. And I know that they've already had kind of a meet and greet as well as kind of a workout day. So I'm just looking forward to, you don't want to jump too far ahead because obviously we're still halfway through both volleyball season and football season, as well as cross-country, golf, and tennis. Obviously, basketball season is on the horizon, starting in November, but I think the Miners are going to be in good hands this coming spring, and she gave props to Beth Werns and being able to leave everything in good hands and be ready to go.
We should say the former baseball coach at Linton-Stockton has a new job.
Jacob Harden was hired as the new head coach at his alma mater, Northview High School. So we want to send our best to Jacob there at Northview,
which is what he wants
as he heads home.
Yeah, I think the minute we heard Northview's coach was retiring, it was like, uh-oh. But he's such a great guy, and replacing him not only as a coach but as a person in the school, because he's the one that led all those crazy cheers, and just best of wishes for him.
He's a Project Lead the Way.
That process is underway.
Project Lead the Way teacher there at Linton-Stockton. So we want to say hello to, and I know Bill is taking a little bit of a break, but our pep block is across the way, and tonight's theme was blackout. So they are kind of on the end of the visitors' side of the bleachers, and they brought a lot of spirit. I know that those have been spearheaded by Vanessa Shafford and Heidi Rimmel. So keep up to date with that because Fridays is Pep Block Day.
Yeah, they're black, and of course you look down and see Sullivan's white. That's the little coincidence.
Well, they had a white out. Yeah. So Linton had a blackout.
There we go.
We want to say thank you to the sponsors that make these broadcasts possible, that you see in rotation in the left-hand corner of your screen, as well as all of the advertisements that are rotating in tonight's broadcast as well. We want to say good luck to all of the sports teams that are going to step off tomorrow morning with a very busy Saturday. We know that there's a number of sporting events that'll be happening, and we will be putting those on our Facebook page as soon as we get home this evening. I do want to catch up with some shout-outs. We did have a little bit of technical difficulty between the first and second quarter, so we do apologize for that. But our shout-outs, Rita Burgess, Joe White, Dean Leszewski, who says he's watching from the stands. Lisa Duckworth Ball says, "Go Miners," and thanks to all the Miner fans that honked as they walked and drove by tonight's house on the way to Sullivan here. Checking in on YouTube. Let's see. Ronnie Faree says, "Go Miners," watching at home. Emma Richards says, "Watching on my way to Tennessee. Go Miners." Mike Warren watching the Linton Miners. Joe Corey says, "Joe watching from Corey. Go Miners." And then Duran says, checking in from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. So we are reaching a number of states tonight, and obviously, if you look across, if you can see on our broadcast here, the Miner faithful came out in numbers tonight. The visitor side is pretty well full. They are lying down the fence. So we know that this is always a big rivalry for Linton and Sullivan. So we're very happy to be able to see this.
Why don't we take a quick break and we'll turn it over to Big D for the first half statistics to kind of tell us what really went on here in the first half. You are listening to the Inman Realty Group halftime show. This is Rader Media Sports. Looking to tackle a new project? Then Heritage Lumber and Supply is your locally owned and operated building material supplier with everything you need for your next professional or DIY project. From interior or exterior building products to windows, doors, metal roofing, and more, we've got you covered. Ready for a kitchen update or looking to build a new home or post-frame building? Our staff can help you from design to construction, and our in-house kitchen designer will work with you to bring your ideas to life. Let us help you through the process at 812-798-1178 or visit us at heritagelumbersupply.com, located behind Walmart in Linton.
Is your family protected? Contact me, Alicia Cornelius, your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, to discuss your home, auto, farm, life, or business needs. It's not just about protecting my family. Let me help protect yours too. Proudly serving Indiana, call to speak with me, Alicia Cornelius, one agent for all your insurance needs.
It starts well before the lights are turned on. The grill at the grill is fired up well before the front door is unlocked and the first customer ventures in.
I've been coming to the grill for 30 years. It's the best restaurant in Greene County.
It's a Ling tradition that's lasted over 100 years and the same family for over the last 40. Open 7 days a week with carry out, and speaking of traditions, they have steak night every Friday and Saturday night. If you didn't stop by today, there's always tomorrow at the grill in downtown Linton. Welcome back to the Inman Realty Group halftime show. The Miners with a 14-6 advantage, and well, they have a new quarterback playing tonight. It seems to be making all the difference, but let's go to Big D and see what he says.
Yeah, I think it's something we all thought was going to happen. Scoring started pretty quickly, a 61-yard Clark French run on maybe the third play, 9:35 to go with 6-0 Arrows, but the Miners marched 14 plays, 80 yards down the field, overcame a couple of penalties with the gift. Well, got a nice 15-yard unsportsmanlike that gave the Miners the first down. Oliver scores from 8. That's right. I said Paul Oliver. He took over at quarterback in the second series, which put Russell Goodman at wingback. Gives the Miners a pretty good power running attack, but they still tried to pass it. Oliver scores from 6 yards. Another drive in the second quarter. Miners 14-6. The lead rushing for the Miners is Ren Cottingham, the sophomore, 7 carries, 39 yards. Aiden Sparks, another one, with 2 big carries inside the line, 32 yards for him, 6 for 29 for Paul Oliver. Russ Goodman with 9 carries for 21. Tate Gamble 2 for 6. The Miners with 126 yards rushing the ball. Passing, Paul went to the air 12 times. He's completed, he went to the air 7 times. Threw 1 interception. That was kind of a punt. 2 completions. Those 2 completions have gone to Corey Andrews across the middle for 11. Oliver Stevens just had a short gain for 1. Only 12 yards, but we got to keep going to the air to make that happen. The Miners with a total of 139 offense. The Arrows, like I mentioned, Clark French leads the rushing. He's got 5 attempts for 62 yards, 61 of that on 1 play. So since then, they've done a pretty good job containing him. Zane Catlin, 3 carries for 24 yards. Blake Fraker has carried the ball, I believe, once. Let me double check that. Yeah, he has 0, wasn't a sack. Passing for the Arrows. Again, that's what we came into a little bit scared. He's gone to the air 6 times. 11 times, 6 completions. Those completions have gone 3 to Zane Catlin. Those have all been short ones for 13 yards. Ty Hamilton 1 for 10. Xander Frills had 1 but lost 2 yards. The big target, Paul Ridgway, 1 reception for 31 yards. So the Arrows are going to have a total of 143. So you only have about 16 yards separating the 2 squads. I know that I want to mention is penalties tonight. The Miners with 7 for 25. The Arrows with 2 for 30. These penalties have played a role tonight. The Miners 11 first downs to 5 for the Arrows. Defensively leading the way, Tate Gamble playing a whale of a ball game tonight. 7 tackles for him, 2 of those for loss. Corey Andrews, I should say, Goodman, Stevens, and Oliver, all with 3 tackles apiece for the Arrows. It has been Jaden Norris with 6 tackles, Paul Ridgway with 5, William Holyfield with 4. Pretty physical contest. Got to keep ourselves together.
I hate to say this, but one of the biggest plays of the first half was a personal foul penalty that kept the Miners' drive alive and allowed them to score a second touchdown. And let me throw this out. It looked like Sullivan was going to be a juggernaut, and they still may be after that first run, but the Miners have scored 14 unanswered.
Yeah, and I think, that 61-yard run was something that could have been stopped at the line. A couple of kids didn't wrap up. Since then, I'm sure Coach Mark Jennings has had a little bit of a discussion with these guys. Since then, they've done a real good job. The real threat for the Arrows, I think two things they're doing. Trying to lure the defensive backs to come up on those short passes. Greencastle last year did that. Kept throwing it outside, break a tackle, try to make a big run. But as the safeties cheat up, it's Ridgeway one-on-one against Cottingham or Stevens. Big height example. It's kind of like what Linton does with Paul Oliver. They're just heaving it and hoping that 6'5" man can get it. And you got to figure we're going to get nailed with that one sooner or later.
Heather?
Want to give you some score updates from around the state of interest. North Davies is currently 57-0.
Yeah.
Eastern over Mitchell.
Who's North Davies playing?
I did not.
Brown County.
Brown County.
Eastern is over Mitchell 7-0, and those are both in the second quarter. Paoli is over Perry Central 50-0 in the second quarter. And Boonville, it was North Decatur over Brown County, 57-0. Boonville is playing North Knox. They're currently in the first quarter, 21-0. So Boonville is our opponent next week, as is North Decatur in 2 weeks. And a reminder, North Decatur is the homecoming for Linton-Stockton. So we've announced the candidates for both Queen and Princess on our webpage as received from Linton-Stockton, so be sure to check those out.
I got a couple more scores to add to that. Northview, who we played in the last game, 70-0 over West Vigo. North Davies is up 28-6 over Pike Central, I'm sorry to say, and I think that's all the teams that are in our area. Monrovia is down 14-0 to Triton Central. And just of interest, Springs Valley 16-0 over West Washington. Heritage Hills 35-0 over South Ridge.
Yes, because we're going to complete the Inman Realty Group halftime show. We should say stay tuned for quarter number 3, which will be coming up soon enough. I guess they put another 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. I didn't realize that. I saw it go down to 0. But anyway, the third quarter will be brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. Let's take another time out. This is Raider Media Sports.
Linton Sporting Goods has an over 20-year tradition of offering Hoosiers the best in sports equipment and apparel. They feature Wilson, Demarini, Louisville Slugger, Marucci, Mizuno, and much more. Get ready for any sports season by shopping at Linton Sporting Goods on Highway 54. When the winners shop.
Sports in general is just for anybody.
Good work. First down.
Seeing, girls flag football, it's pretty awesome.
Now, there are 13 sanctioned states in high school girls flag, and then you add on that it's going to be an Olympic sport at the next Olympics, which is huge. I think it's a really exciting time to jump in and be at the forefront of this.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome back to the Walton Funeral Service press box on the Inman Realty Group halftime show. And Big D, you've been good tonight. Haven't had that cough at all until just now.
It comes in every once in a while, but I can certainly hear my voice. It seems like it's, all that spray is kind of having an effect on that. But I sing tomorrow.
You're sounding better. You really are.
I'm glad.
Linex spray in bed liners and undercoating are now offered in addition to lifts, wheels, tires, emergency lighting, and more at English Off-Road, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle accessories. Visit them on Facebook today. Choose Powers Orthodontics, the only orthodontist in Greene County. We offer braces for all ages. Kids 7 through 11 can join our club for free exams and discounts. Visit us in Lyons or Terre Haute. Book online at powersortho.net or call 812-659-9100. Fall is full of opportunity in Greene County real estate. Trust Corey Motter, your local market expert, to help you make the right move before the year ends. Close it with Corey and turn over a new leaf. in your real estate journey. Big D, any keys to look for in the second half?
Well, I think we got to continue to get some pressure on Fraker. We haven't got a sack on him, but the pressure doesn't give him the time to just sit back. You can't expect the younger cornerbacks out there to stay with those bigger receivers. Sooner or later, one's going to break, one or the other. Other than that, the Miners got to keep doing what they got to do. They've been driving the ball. Maybe try some shorter routes instead of going for the home run all the time.
I expected Fraker once in a while to run. He has not done that tonight.
And the stats, he was a runner when he was a sophomore, but maybe that injury, it kept him a whole year. They don't want him to take a hit.
That could be right. Miners getting ready to tee it up here. We're getting ready for this third quarter of play. Brought to you by Key Associates of Linton.
Can't help but remember Jesse Voigtchild returning the kick against the Arrows last year.
The 100th consecutive year that these two teams have met. That's incredible. Goodman has the ball teed up. You can hear the fans here for Sullivan. They're roaring their approval as the ball is taken at about the 25 by number 2, Friels. He's up at the right side now and tries to skirt his way around right in, but he's spun down out there by number 44, Tate Gamble.
Well, that's 8 tackles for Tate. He's playing the best game he has all season.
First down and 10 for the Linton-Stockton Miners now. The bull resting at about the 35.
Well, here's where you see a halftime adjustments, what kind of changes, or if you save something for the second half. That always seems to happen.
Fraker to bring him out here, number 3. Clark French, the running back. But he's got a man deep in the eye here.
Norris, number 9.
Fraker.
Nope.
It's going to hand it to the up man, French. He breaks through again.
Gosh.
He's done this the first half. He's about to do it in the second. He's run down from behind. I don't know who did that, but at the 40-yard line, somebody for the Miners showed some speed by running him down.
Tyler Franklin saves a touchdown, but boy, the first play and a humongous gain by French.
He did that in the first half, and now he does it again in the second.
Another 21-yard carry.
Ridgway wide to the left, slot left. Zane Catlin working on the far hash mark. Waiting for the snap. Franker going to hand off to French again. And again, he kind of tiptoes his way through the line and then darts. But that time he couldn't get into the second gear. He still picks up a couple.
Yeah, he was able to make something happen. Franklin again and Breadaway 55. Breadaway at nose tackle.
Second down 7. So he picked up 3 on that one. Ridgway and Norris wide to the left, wide to the right. And in motion here is number 8,
Catlin.
And he is spun down. And again, number 44, Tate Gamble. But Tate had some help there.
And
Paul Oliver heading off the field. Is his arm? I wonder if he got a pinched nerve in that arm.
He's had that happen a few times. He had the shoulder injury last year. Now, if you're the coaches, you probably for Sullivan have noticed that. And
he takes his helmet off. I hope he's all right.
He gets kind of a stinger is what he gets. And here's a big 3rd down and 13 passing down.
Norris going wide to the right. Joining him out there is Catlin.
Sophomore out there, number 18. Oh, he's a freshman, 6'4". And they call a timeout. Now, that's something to watch.
Timeout Miners. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's take a moment out. This is Rader Media Sports.
Brian Carell, formerly of Carell's Gas, wants to thank his customers for over 70 years of continued support for his family and business. You'll see Brian at community events throughout Linton in the future, and his family thanks you for continued support. And he adds, go Miners.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. Linton Cycle Sales is Southern Indiana's most preferred power sports dealer since 1973 and have been proudly serving our community for over 50 years. Dane, his staff, offers sales, services, and parts. Come and see them for the best deals in the area.
And
Kevin?
we should say it's 14-6 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Sullivan coming out of the huddle. 2 wide receivers to the right, Ridgway to the left, working on the near hash mark. Fraker back. He wants Ridgway cutting across the middle. And missed the tackle. Misses the second tackle. Ridgway is going to be in the end zone. Touchdown from 40 yards out, over 40 yards out.
Yeah, I mean, he was wide open, just went down about 15 yards, turned in. Fraker put it on the nose. But the problem is he broke 3 tackles getting there.
Hometown veterinary touchdown. Really, that was just a
pitch and catch. I mean,
well, it was just a crossing pattern over the middle. And he hit him, and he was wide open, and he took it the distance.
They're going to have to
But as
go
Big
for
D
2.
said, there were at least 2 to 3 missed tackles along the way.
2 that would have stopped him, around the 20, and the last one was just desperation. But
they're going to go for 2 here. French, the setback, the quarterback. Fraker from the gun is going to give to French. He tries to pick and choose his way in. He's in. We've got a tie ball game. On the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, it now reads with 10:18 to play in the third quarter. Linton 14, Sullivan 14. This is Raider Media Sports.
In an accident and need a lift? Skinner's Towing Service is your reliable, fast, and friendly service you can depend on 24/7. Call 812-699-0743 for locally owned, affordable service. It's the perfect season for camping. Give Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance a call to get the best protection for your camper. Country roads to city streets, Corey Motter is the local expert Greene County trusts, with proven results and a drive to help you succeed. Close it with Corey and turn your real estate goals into reality.
Cottingham and Stevens back deep for the Linton-Stockton Miners. You can hear the Sullivan crowd. They're energized now at a 14-14 all tie. There's the boot. It's going to be picked up by an up man, number 21, Colton Andrews. He got trying to go around on the left side. He runs all the way across the field. And it'll be first down and 10 Miners at about their 33-yard line. To see who comes out here. Going to keep an eye on things here for the moment.
Ball's going to be spotted at about the 32-yard line. It'll be first and
the Miners offense going to have to do what it did in the first half and respond after another long play.
Trying to check and see here.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he went out.
Who is... That looks like Oliver in at quarterback, is it not?
Yeah.
2 backs beside him.
So.
A shift in the set up front. Corey Andrews, the tight end. Now a second man in motion. They're going to give the ball to him. And he runs straight ahead to about the 35. I didn't catch the number on who was running the ball there.
Goodman, brought down by Levi Holloway.
So ball now resting at the 35. Second down, 7. Oliver, the quarterback. Tate Gamble, the lone setback. Wide to the right will be Oliver Stevens. Got wingbacks left and right. Tate Gamble in the sidecar to the right of Paul Oliver. Russell Goodman in motion. Loops around. Now goes back around the quarterback. Sets up back again at the left. Now he goes in motion again. They fake to him. Oliver's going to keep it. Go up the middle. He's going to muscle his way forward. And now his teammates are helping him. He's across the 45 out to about the 46-yard line. That'll be a first down. Oliver running tough.
Yeah, he's not going to go down from that first hit. He was hit by several players.
They're kind of hurrying it up, trying to hurry up the pace here, get to the line of scrimmage. They got to fix Paul Oliver's shoulder pads. I don't know what he's pointing at, but
every time we've tried to go fast, there's something holds the play up.
Paul waiting to see if he can get an instruction on the play, I think. Now he has it. Getting set up. Again, Tate Gamble off to the left. Man in motion, Ren Cottingham. They're going to pitch to Ren, running around the left side. He's across midfield, leaps across the 45-yard line in Sullivan territory, close to a first down marker.
He's starting to look like the Miner running backs of old. Ridgway's going to make another tackle out there.
They're going to put him at the 45, so he's a good, 2 yards maybe?
Yeah, second and
shy
8.
Of a first down.
47 yards for
good run, though.
Young sophomore, providing some outside runs.
Receivers left and right. Again, one running back in the sidecar. They're going to give to him. Running forward. They'll have the first down and still fall across the 40. I think they're going to stop it at about the 40-yard line. Be first down and 10 Miners.
Aiden Sparks, and again, he just pushes forward down to the 40. You'll take that every play. 45, a 5-yard run.
It's 14-14 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard.
And they are punching at that ball. When they get them kind of in a bunch like that, you always see somebody punching down on that ball.
Miners again with receivers left and right. Oliver pointing to his wide receiver, tell him to inch forward a little bit. Man in motion, that's 4, Cottingham. They're going to give to him off the left-hand side, and he squirts across the inside the 40 down to about the 38. Looks like they're going to put him at the 39.
William Hollifield just got enough of his leg to hold him up.
2nd down, 9. Oliver Stevens, wide right. Wingback right is Ren Cottingham. Corey Andrews is lined up on the left side. One running back. Cottingham in motion, but they're going to come back to crossing pattern the other way. Goodman at the 30, tripped up at about the 35-yard line.
Nice
that was a great defensive play by Xander Friels.
Yeah, if he doesn't make that hit, and Russell's down the sideline. Still, he gets to the Sullivan 34. Definitely going to be 2-down territory. Dresden Kenworthy.
It looks like about 3rd down and 4.
A long 3, long.
Scoreboard says 3rd down and 5. I'm not buying that.
Not 5.
Wide receiver to the left, working to the near hash mark. Wingbacks left and right. One set back to the right in the sidecar. Reverse pivot by Oliver. He's going to dart straight ahead. He sees a hole, runs over the referee. He's inside the 30, down to about the 28. He says, if you're in my way, you're going down.
Going down. I don't think the Fisher could get out quick enough. Bryce Deckard and Hollifield.
I don't think he saw that coming.
Yeah, he reversed pivoted to his left and then cut back to the right. It honestly almost looked like a messed up play. This drive started at the Miner 32-yard line.
Stevens wide to the right, wingbacks left and right. Again, the lone setback off to the left. Cottingham in motion. They're going to pitch to him again. They're liking this play. Cottingham is rolling. He's inside the 20, down to the bound, inside the 10 and out of bounds. They are in the Stanger Holmes red zone.
Terrific blocking on the outside by the wide receiver. Probably Stevens out there and another puller. And Cottingham zoomed through that hole. Catlin staves the touchdown. The Miners are at the 5-yard line. And now you got to punch it in.
Boy, what did I say, Big D? They're starting to like that play.
I tell you what, it's just saying.
14-14. 2 backs now behind the quarterback. They go from the center. They're going to muscle their way straight forward. Goodman muscles his way down near the goal line. Still going. Pushed back, but I got to give him forward progress.
Yeah.
Let's see. It looks like they're going to place it at about the 1.
An old rugby.
2nd down goal. They're going to say it's officially at the 2.
Yeah, you got
Sparks in the ball game.
You got Sparks, Goodman.
6'1", 225. But Oliver is going to quarterback sneak it. What's the call? Touchdown from 2 yards out. Paul Oliver. The Miners jump ahead after the hometown veterinary touchdown from 2 yards out.
5:38 on the clock. And I can give you just a split second here. That was a 10-play, 68-yard drive, 4:40 on the clock.
The Miners had to answer, and they did. But now the two-point conversion.
This is huge. This is
Goodman and Sparks behind the quarterback. Going from... They're going to give to Cottingham, coming around the left side, cuts inside. He's in there. Ren Cottingham for the umpteenth time going around the left side on left end in a sweep, and he gets the two-point conversion, which makes the score on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. The Miners 22, Sullivan 14 with 5:38 to play in the third quarter. This is Raider Media Sports.
Walters Linton Motors has been providing quality vehicles to the community since 1954. But did you know they offer a full-service department staffed and equipped to handle any automotive issue and scheduled maintenance as well? From oil changes, alignments, transmission repair, and even major engine repair. Don't drive out of town for quality professional service. Just call 812-512-9857.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. Checking in here on YouTube. JD James says, Kim and I watching from Kansas City. Go Miners. Jake McKenzie, Oliver at quarterback, opens up the whole playbook. Let's go Miners. Lonnie Bedwell from Duggar, Indiana says, watching from the mountains of Crested Butte, Colorado.
Oh, who said that?
Lonnie Bedwell.
Been there many times. It is a beautiful place.
No surprise from Lonnie.
Noble, Mark, and Judy Stallings watching from home in Linton. Go Miners. Dennis Weaver is watching from College Station, Texas.
Wow.
And Sarah Korn says, go Miners. Thank you all for checking in and letting us know where you're watching from.
Kevin, if we could just keep the big plays from happening, that's been the killer for the Miners. 2 big big plays.
French is deep. I can't quite see on the far number over there who that is.
I think it's 16, I believe.
Is that what it is?
Sappington.
I don't know, but here's the kick. It's going to go
20.
To one of the up men. Number 10, Ridgway, just falls down with the ball at about the 42.
Goodness gracious.
He's limping.
Yeah, ever since he leaped for that one pass, but you're giving them half the field.
Ridgway is coming out, limping his way to the sideline. I think he'll be fine. He just has to walk it off a little bit. He is a ball player. He'll certainly be back if he at all can. 1st and 10 Golden Arrows at their own 43-yard line. Great field position.
Yeah, that's
really,
tremendous.
for both teams, the field position has not played a part in this ball game. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. Now trips to the right with a man in motion. French, the lone running back, for the quarterback, Fraker. Man in motion, that's Friels coming from right to left. We're going to hand off straight ahead, but he's going to scoot around, but then get collared down at about the 41. And, that was not French. It was Peyton Carlson, number 4, 6'1", 185-pound senior.
They seem to do that. Let him get some running experience. He's a good runner as well. Again, he's a little bit bigger. Hard to imagine him having the speed or the moves. They lost 2 yards there. Actually lost 3 yards. Again, Gamble and Sparks.
Second down, 12. Ball at the 42. 1 running back in the sidecar beside the quarterback, Fraker. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Good rush, throws it out here in the middle. Incomplete. Nice tip there by man defending, which is number 7, Oliver Stevens.
He gets up kind of holding his ankle.
Now he's hopping a little bit.
Don't have much depth out there. That was intended for Garrett, and he was streaking down the field.
He's coming out, but he is showing plenty of power in running out. Now coming in quickly is number 5, Dalton Reed.
3rd and 12, boy, and you know the coaching staff has to see this. Look at the size differential.
Dalton Reed, 5'7", 145. Now he's heading out.
Going to have to call a timeout.
And the man coming in is Ren Cottingham.
I see. You got him. There you go.
Fraker goes down, the first quarterback sack of the night.
And
it'll belong to number, I thought it was 57.
We'll hear that.
Looked like Jimmy Wright to me.
It's Sparks.
Okay. I saw 54 on that pile.
We had some pressure coming from the outside by Gamble. That forced Fraker to move forward.
Big play. That was a huge sack.
That's huge.
First punt of the night for Sullivan. And it looks like handling the duties there will be Ty Hamilton, standing at about his own 23. He has 1 wide receiver. Got wide receivers left and right, however, so let's wait and see.
Always got to be concerned.
But it's 4th down and 20. Oh, good rush.
Oh, yeah, there's a good
Ball's
bounce.
going to hop to about the 25. We're running the other way across the 40, the 45. 1st down and 10. A nice return by number 11, Harrison James.
Harrison James fielded that ball. If he doesn't field that, the ball rolls down to about the 10. Van Ness is going to be on the tackle. Nice play by Harrison.
We just watched that on the Greene County Vision Center replay.
Great return by Harrison. Worthy of another look. I thought he might just kind of fall on the ball. He did not, and he put another 15, 20 yards on that.
Not Harrison. I can't imagine that.
Tate Gamble in the sidecar for Paul Oliver, the quarterback. He's going to give to Pate, running straight ahead. There's no room in the end.
No, sir.
He just barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
William Holyfield and 54. That's going to be Jake Weibel.
Well, they say he got a yard. I don't know how he got that. But we'll say 2nd down, 9.
This is a good opportunity for the Miners to kind of break the will of the Arrows. If you could get down this field and punch it in.
Running off tackle on the right-hand side, Goodman across midfield into Sullivan territory at about, about the 47.
Deckard and Hamilton on that stop sets up a 3rd and manageable, about 4 yards.
I'd say 3.
Yeah, a long 3.
I want to say hello to William Smith, says Go Miners, especially against Sullivan, watching and tuning in from Greencastle, Indiana. 2
wide receivers to the left. Quarterbacks, Paul Oliver. One setback. Looks like Tate Gamble, and Oliver's going to follow him through the line of scrimmage, and he's going to have the first down, I believe. Let's see if they have to measure. No. First down and 10, Miners.
You got an arrow that's a little hurt, and I like seeing Blake Scarborough. They're actually holding him up. Corey Andrews, and they don't see that very often.
Aiden Sparks has checked in at running back now, giving Tate Gamble a rest.
It took them a
what
long
do we got
time.
now? A referee's timeout here?
Brett Deckard for Sullivan is holding his right calf, but what I liked was
surprised that one of his teammates are not coming out there.
Scarborough and Andrews both kind of were holding him up. He can't put any pressure on
to make
him,
sure
so.
still nobody's going over there for his team. I'm kind of surprised. Now somebody is. Number 9 went over there. That's good. That's Jaden Norris. Let's take a moment out here.
Need a hand with your next big project? Call Hall's Excavating for all types of excavating. They are family-owned, local folks you can trust to get the job done right. Also, the fall season is knocking on the door, which means it's time to consider replacing those drafty windows with new windows from VinylCraft. New replacement windows will help make your home more comfortable and reduce your home's heating and cooling cost. Call Heritage Lumber and Supply at 812-798-1178 for a free estimate today. And we're going to go ahead and promo Scooters Coffee again. As they open this Monday, they're proud to announce their arrival in Linton. Their extensive menu features a wide variety of hot, iced, and blended beverages. They also offer an assortment of sweet and savory food items to accompany you on the go. Scooters Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, and amazingly fast. So visit them this Monday. We also want to say hello to Dave Hoffeden, says Go Miners, watching from Largo, Florida.
Wow.
Oh.
Now, isn't that coffee shop starting at like 5:30 in the morning?
5:30 in the morning.
Okay, 5:30 in the morning, Monday morning. Maybe I'll see you there. Running off of the left-hand side, Aiden Sparks falls forward to about the 41.
Big hit from 75, Landon Simmons.
Now checking back in is Tate Gamble. Sparks heading out.
Sparks has been effective, though. 4 carries, 40 yards.
He's always been effective.
Yeah,
he's had a great year.
When you get short yardage, he's the man you're looking for.
Ren Cottingham is going to come out to the right. And so is number 42, Big Corey Andrews. You got a wing back to the left, one wide receiver to the left. They're going to fake the pitch and give to Goodman, coming the other way across the 35, the 30. And it'll be another Linton-Stockton Miner first down. This running game is starting to take effect.
Just it gives you some more options. I mean,
they're eating up time and yardage.
10-yard gain for Anderson. I'm sorry, Russell. I don't know why I keep saying Anderson. Goodman, 48 yards for him. Miners with their 17th first down.
Want to say hello to Mammy and Pappy watching on the road to Disney World.
Tell the mouse hello. One wide receiver to the left. Football right in the middle of the field. Ren Cottingham in motion, but they're going to go straight ahead. And it's Oliver calling his own number. He's inside the 30, down to about the 31. Good pickup. The Miners keep pounding the rock.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but it's 5 yards, so it sets up second down and 5.
Clock running, 1:17 to go in this third quarter. This third quarter has belonged to both teams, with the Miners trying to take control here. Tate Gamble running up the middle, and he's going to be close to a first down at about the 20.
Take a big shot.
In fact, I think they're going to mark it.
From William Holyfield, the
yep,
linebacker.
First down and 10 Miners, and they are in the Stanger Holmes red zone. First and 10 at the 20. Again, wide receiver to the left. It looks like number 30, Gavin Ross, way over there, but I'm not sure. Big D.
Binoculars on there. That
2 backs behind the quarterback. Oliver is going to hand it to the second man through.
There you go.
That is
Goodman.
Big Goodman goes all the way. I think he's in there.
He's in.
He is. It just couldn't tell. He was like lumbering his way 20 yards out.
This time he popped
lumbers
outside.
in for the hometown veterinary touchdown.
40 seconds to go in the third quarter, and the Miners just imposing their will right now. And that was R.J. Wilson that was out there at wide receiver.
Thank you. But what a run.
Yeah, again, you pointed it out. You don't see that speed, and all of a sudden he was able to outrun 3 arrows. I thought
and run over the last one.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get caught. Miners have to go for 2.
So is that 80 or 30?
It's 80.
80, wide to left. Oliver got a man in motion that's Cottingham. Are going to fake to him and give straight ahead. Nope, they will not get the 2-point conversion. It's unsuccessful, but 40 seconds now remaining on the First Financial Bank scoreboard here on the clock out here. It's 28-14 on our Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. The Miners leading 28-14. This is Raider Media Sports.
Team Ortho is Greene County's only orthopedic clinic featuring board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Hammerstein. Team Ortho also has lead athletic trainer Jed Arsenault, who works with the Linton-Stockton student athletes to help minimize the risk of injury. Greene County General Hospital, our family, caring for yours. Call Brock Anderson Construction for your home repair and building needs. With over 25 years of experience in the construction field, he'll strive to have you come home to quality. Call Brock at 812-798-5583.
Paul Ridgway trying to get his Sullivan Arrow, Golden Arrow fans invigorated here. They're trailing now 28-14, 40 ticks remaining, but you just know how fast they can strike, both on the ground or in the air.
You can't relax because they've shown 2 big runs by the running back, French, one of them for a touchdown, and then, Ridgway out there making a catch and a run after the play. Both of those touchdowns could have been stopped by tackles. So, you're kind of hurting yourself.
Goodman has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Deep for Sullivan. It looks like Catlin. And he'll pick up the ball at about the 24, dance his way across the 30, and try to muscle his way across the 35.
And there's a late
out to
hit
about
there.
the 37. Boy, there was a late hit, yes.
Tackle again by 4. No, this time it's
R.J. Wilson kind of got decked over here on the near sideline.
Connington again makes the play. I think Trenton Crines might have got in there as well.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, as you hear the announcer. 34 seconds remaining, third quarter. 28-14 Miners. But I think we've answered the question, how good are the Miners really? We didn't know, but I think we're seeing tonight they are game to fight. Franker. Waiting for the snap. He's got it. He's going to hand it off to French. He barks his way through. He's going to be gone.
Just like
it's up to Ren Cottingham. Can he catch him? No, he will not. Touchdown. This time it's from 62 yards out. Just like that. And that's the way we called it. The Miners are going to have to take ball control and just keep control of it. Keep it away from Sullivan. It was a 62-yard hometown veterinary touchdown.
Well, that's 3 big runs, but that's 2 that have gone 60-plus yards for a touchdown. Boy, this
they're
kid's
showing it again on the replay. No, guess not.
Golly.
We're getting ready for the extra point. It's 28-20.
Just said how you can't rest.
There's the snap, the placement, the ball, the kick is up, and it is good. So it's a 28-21 game with 23.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And Big D, we called it. We said it could happen anytime, and it did. This is Raider Media Sports.
Century, you have seen a lamp as our logo. This is the lamp of hope. It is a symbol that though we will go through darkness at the time of loss, there is a light that leads us to a greater eternity. It also reflects that we will be a light to help you through this difficult time. We're here when you need us most.
And you just saw a commercial for Walton Funeral Service, which is where Raider Media Sports is broadcasting from the Walton press box here at Sullivan High School.
In this fourth quarter, brought to you by Key Associates of Linton.
And we're still in the third quarter for another 23 seconds.
You just let Sullivan right back in the game. You kind of mentally had them beat down with 2 touchdown drives.
Got the crowd invigorated, that's for sure.
They're right back in it.
See if they squib this or kick it deep. They kick it deep. It's going to be caught deep at about the 5. Out across the 20, and that's going to be it. Maybe to the 25. Let's see where they finally place it. I didn't see who actually.
Cottingham.
Ren Cottingham was showing running tough.
Van Ness, one of the first guys there. Sabbington.
1st and 10 for the Miners. They're going to place the ball at about the 24.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Miners.
Well, here we go. Can the Miners do what they've been able to do? Sullivan, they just need to make it.
Power the ball down the field, eat up the clock. Oliver Stevens wide to the right. Paul Oliver, the quarterback, working from the shotgun. One running back beside him, and I believe that's Tate Gamble.
Yep.
Oliver brings him out, man in motion. He's going to fake it to him. Oliver's going to keep it. Oh my gosh, he railroaded somebody. He just leveled. I'm waiting to see. Number 10, Ridgeway, was flattened.
I mean, he went from standing up to flat on the ground. And
Paul Oliver just said, welcome to Miner football. It's now the end of 3 quarters, 28-21. The Miners lead by 7 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard as we go to the 4th and final quarter. Is the 100th year they've met, and it's worth every year a second. This is Rader Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back as we go to the 4th and final quarter, brought to you by Key Associates of Linton. We expected a ball game, Big D, and we got one.
Yeah, we did, and it's a typical Linton-Sullivan game. Linton with the more physical drives, the long time-eating things, that not really big plays. Sullivan always manages to have a big play. It seems like every year, but tonight, boy, the running by the quarterback, the halfback, French, he has 8 carries for 148 yards, but 123 of that has been on 2 carries.
When he has gotten through the line of scrimmage, he's been deadly. If you don't hit him at linebacker, he's gone.
My next comment was going to be, we don't have that, the safeties weren't there. The safeties are usually supposed to be back there, and for whatever reason, there wasn't anybody there.
Oliver brings him out. Tate Gamble is the lone setback to his right. Wingbacks left and right, wide receiver wide right. They fake the pitch to Goodman. Oliver's going to keep it. He's still muscling his way forward a couple after they corralled him. He's close, very close to a first down. And in fact, they're moving the sticks. 1st down and 10, Miners.
He got that all himself because he genuinely looked like he was stopped. He pushed forward.
He knew where he needed to go, and he got it. Ball resting at the 34-yard line of Linton-Stockton. This is where they can really make a message if they have a long time-consuming drive.
Yeah, because you're scared if Sullivan gets the ball. I mean, we've done a pretty good job other than 3 plays.
Oliver Stevens wide to the right. Goodman in motion. They're going to give to him. He drops the ball. And did the Miners get on it?
Yeah, Cottingham was nailed.
Ren Cottingham fell on that football. Goodman, I think he was trying to hand it off to Cottingham coming the other way.
Cottingham got it, but Levi Holyfield kind of had him high, but he lost some decent yards there, 3 yards. So now we're looking at 2nd and 13. Miners have not gone to the air in a long time.
2nd down and 14. The crowd sensing that they've got the Miners where they want them. Goodman goes in motion. We've got 2 wide receivers to the right, wingback right, and now lining up to the right is the fullback, Tate Gamble. Oliver's going to follow him off the right-hand side. Across the 40-yard line, he busts it out there. It'll be 3rd down and relatively short, at about 3. No, it'll be 4.
Feels his way, gets behind his blocker, which was Gamble in front of him. Norris is going to make the stop.
3rd. Everybody was lined up to the right. It was like schoolhouse right.
I mean, it's like his sophomore year. You kind of know what's coming.
You just got to stop it.
Van Ness comes out, number 11, 3rd and 4. Big play for the Arrow defense.
Receivers left and right, man in motion. Ren Cottingham. They're going to pitch to him, coming around the near side. He's going to be met. He'll maybe pick up a yard at the most.
Not going to get there, and what will Coach Oliver do?
4th down in their own territory. They've got a punt.
Took another look at that on the Greene County Vision Center replay.
Thank you.
They are not going to
Tate
punt.
Gamble going out. Coming in, number 27, Aiden Sparks. This is a huge play.
Oh, my. You're at your own.
4th down 3 at your own 41-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
And you're only ahead by 7. Goodman in motion. Oliver going around the right side. He's got it. First down and 10 Miners. Unbelievable.
Holy moly. I'm telling you what, folks.
Power football.
That is making a statement by your coach that you believe in your offensive line. Tyler Franklin, Blake Scarborough, dressed in
We're seeing it again, Heather, right?
Greene County Vision Center replay.
That was great. Wow.
That's just mano a mano.
It was like, come and stop me if you can.
Oh, boy.
Miners just gave us
Jimmy Wright, I want to make sure I mention him as well as Lions.
They just made a statement. Cottingham and Stevens wide to the right. Oliver back to pass.
Nope.
Now he's got a rush. He's going to try to fall forward. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. But it avoids a loss.
Norris and Hamilton. Looks like that's probably going to go down as a sack. Even though
I don't know why. It's right at the
he got
sticks.
close. Good pressure that time from Hamilton.
2nd down, 10.
Yeah, you're right. Well, the ball's at the 44. 8:54 on the clock, friends. That's what it's all about.
In the fourth quarter. Shifting now here to the left side is big 6'2", 250-pound Corey Andrews. Goodman is on that side. Goodman in motion. They're going to give to him. He's hit immediately and cut down at the 40. It's going to be 4th and extremely long now at about 14. Miners can't do anything about that. They're going to have to punt.
Oh, that's third down.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Back-to-back big defensive plays.
Huge defensive play by Sullivan.
Yeah, you just can't expect Oliver to push forward for 13 yards.
The fans are feeling it. Their defense is playing well here. The Miner offense has had some control in this drive, but now
we got another penalty.
Illegal procedure in the Miners. Now, why is the referee in the middle making that call from about the 45?
He must be looking at the offensive line and somebody's moving.
But he's not with the line. He's
I agree with you.
Back with the defensive backs. That's interesting.
And now we're back at the 35-yard line. Don't want to make something to.
3rd down now and 20. Unbelievable.
Going to take a miracle here.
They're pounding the stands here for their football team. Oliver back to pass. He's got a man out there. He's got it. 1st down and 10 Miners at the Sullivan 30. Oliver Stevens brings it in. He beat his man, and Oliver hit him.
Oliver put him right in stride. In fact, if Stevens doesn't lose his balance, he's in the end zone.
Took a look at that on the Greene County Vision Center replay.
You got to see even a better look at it the second time. Paul Oliver hit a streaking Oliver Stevens.
36-yard pass play on a 3rd and 21.
1st and 10, Goodman in motion. They're going to give to him on the right-hand side. He's stood up, but trying to fight his way forward. He's inside the 30. Let's see where they place the ball.
Hollyfair 57 and looks like 36.
What
Hamilton.
was the clock when they took this possession over, Big D?
23 seconds in the 3rd quarter.
We're at 7 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in this time-consuming drive. Oliver. Sparks, the lone setback. They're going to give to him. He gets through the hole, but Emmett quickly following that. He'll maybe pick up a couple. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down at about 6.
Well, you're 4 down territory now.
Boy, and you can't run out of gas now. You've got to finish.
Carlson and 54 Weibel on that stop. He gets down to the 25-yard line. He's going to take positive yards here.
Clock running, 6 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the game. 28-21 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. Third down 5. Ball at the 25 of Sullivan. They're going to hand off to the back, coming the opposite way. They're spun down. They don't get much, maybe a yard.
Carlson, number 4, that was Connington. And
fourth down and 4. They say we got a yard. The Miners got a yard. Clock still running. About 6 minutes to play now. What are the Miners going to do? This is a big play. Fourth down and 4. Is it mano on mano or is it a trick play? Wide receiver to the right, working to the far hash mark. Goodman in motion. He's going to line up straight ahead and block for Oliver. He busts through. Touchdown Miners from about the 30-yard line.
24-yard run by Oliver, and he went to the right, cut against the grain. Nobody touched him. Big hole, and the Miners answer at 5:43. But, you know, with the way Sullivan scores so quick, you can't count them out.
But you've got that cushion.
You got to feel better, yeah.
Of at least one touchdown, and after that hometown veterinary, did you say 23 yards?
24-yard
24-yard gallop by Paul Oliver. As soon as he broke through, it was like one of French's runs tonight.
Yeah, it was exactly.
You knew that he was open and was going to make it. Here's the try for 2. This is important. Oliver, schoolhouse right, is going to go in standing up. The 2-point conversion is good. Another huge conversion makes it now 36-21, a 15-point advantage. Now that is huge on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. With 5:43 to play in this football game, let's take a break. This is Rader Media Sports.
Need quality hardwood mulch, compost, tree removal, or stump grinding? Contact CAS Contracting, DBA Kramer's Tree Service, who has been locally owned for over 30 years. They also specialize in land clearing and development. If it's an outside job, call 812-847-7221.
Tending the land you love is a lot easier when you share the heavy lifting. Team up with Polaris Ranger, your hardworking partner for backyards, the backwoods, farms, and ranches.
Since 1973, Linton Cycle Sales.
With the 100th year these two teams have met, Sullivan leading 36-21. For the longest time, Sullivan kind of held the advantage in this series, Big D, but the Miners have battled back.
Right. I mean, it's 113 meetings, but this is the 100th one in a row, and Miners are 1-8. They're up right now. It was a 12-play, 77, 6-minute 40.
Huge.
I mean, Linton has been able to move the ball, and, you know, you're under pressure. They've converted a couple of big plays. They just defensively got to keep these big plays from happening.
Russell Goodman has the ball teed up. He's going to squib it. It's going to be picked up at about the 30. It's going to be picked up there by Friels. He's still running. Finally corralled at about the 32-yard line.
Trip Haynes, number 60 down there, coming from the backside. I like this kid.
First down and 10, Sullivan. 5:34 to play. Miners 36, the Golden Arrows 21. It's at the 33-yard line. First down and 10, Sullivan. Watch for Clark French.
Yeah, I mean, you'll give up the short plays. You just cannot let them have the. You got to figure the 5:34. They got to score twice. They're going to have to start thinking about throwing the ball deep.
Fraker got a man in motion, but he's going to give to a man going the other way. Kind of a crossbuck type play, back to French.
They kind of tried to put French at a different position, thinking that you wouldn't catch him coming from that wing back. Again, a tackle from Gamble. That is tackle number 11.
Second down and 8, gain of 2. Fraker claps his hands, got a man in motion. He loses the football, falls on it, back at the 20. Huge loss for Sullivan.
That is a huge play.
I don't think he clapped his hand, but I don't know that he was ready for the ball right there.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't think he saw the ball till it was almost on top of it.
Oh, that's a misfortunate play. That lost them.
Boy, it's eating time on the clock as well. So what's it going to be? Third down, 22. The ball now at the 21. But again, with their wide receivers, they can make that up easily. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. Ball in the middle of the football field. Fraker claps his hands. He's going to retreat. He's got a hitty man out here in the open. They drop the ball. Incomplete.
That wasn't gonna
Intended
get
for Norris.
That wasn't going to get you at best 5 or 6 yards. Oliver was right there. Now they're at 4th down, and they're going to punt.
Well, that stops the clock. Maybe. We'll see. Although they're so deep in their territory, I don't know how they can't.
Well, but I mean, you're down 2 scores with 4 minutes to go.
Hope for the turnover, I guess. We'll see, though. I'm not sold on the fact that they're going to punt. You never know.
Yeah, you do not know. Hamilton.
See, who is that back there? Number 36.
Hamilton is the kicker or punter.
Ty Hamilton, 6'3", 210-pound tight end, certainly capable of running.
Sure, the Miners have.
Who's deep for the Miners?
That would be Hunter James.
Hunter James is standing at about the 44-yard line of the Miners.
Franklin gets in there.
There's the boot. He's going to bound. He's going to back away and just let it fall and be down at about the 23-yard line. 1st down and 10 Miners. 4:14 to play in the ball game. 36-21 Miners on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
What do you say? Linton Miners all the way. Yay!
Oh. Hey, I'm trying to get crunk. C-R-U-N. Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't hold on. Tell them why they better run. Stand up and get crunk.
Miners break the huddle. Man in motion. Goodman. Oliver's going to hand off to him off the right-hand side. He stood up instantly. He gets to about the 25, which will be about a gain of, I think, a couple of yards. But again, the clock is still running.
Yeah.
It's 4 minutes now to play. Sullivan has to score twice, but they've got to figure out where and when to use their timeouts.
Yeah, and that's the whole point. Linton will just milk this clock where they almost have to use the timeout. Trying to think if they've used any. No, they still have all 3 of theirs. Linton has called 1.
Miners break the huddle. Wide to the right is number 7, Oliver Stevens. The ball is on the far hash mark, a right hash mark. Get him straight ahead to Sparks. He's picking his way across the 30 out to about the 31. A great run there by Aiden Sparks.
Yeah, he was hit by Simmons and Holyfield, and I tell you what, there were some big collisions on the inside. Sparks won those collisions, getting out to the 32-yard line. Makes this a very doable play. And
3rd down 2. They get this 1st down, and it's going to make it awful tough.
Here's a timeout called.
Timeout, Sullivan. So with 3:10 remaining in the ball game, 36-21 Miners on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard. This is Raider Media Sports.
What do you say? Linton Miners all the way. Yay!
Oh. Hey, I'm trying to get crunk. C-R-U-N. Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't hold on. Tell them why they better run. Stand up and get crunk. Stand up and get crunk. Okay. Here we come to get you.
What do you say? Linton Miners all the way. Yay!
If you're for the Sullivan Golden Arrows, you got to be thinking turnover. 3:10 remaining. They're trailing by 15, which means 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. Could still pull this game out, but you've got to get the football back. And right now the Miners have a 3rd down and 2 with their own 31. Paul Oliver, low snap. He picks it up, able to get across the 35, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Paul Oliver takes it the distance. Good night, Irene.
Oh, I'm glad I was just getting ready to say it with you in 2-part harmony.
From the 34-yard line, do the math, Big D.
I will indeed do that. The Sullivan Arrows give up a 69-yard run to Paul Oliver. That gives him 176. His first game at quarterback after the first series of the game, and what a difference it's made for everybody.
The Miners now lead it 42-21. A hometown veterinary touchdown, which it is the difference maker tonight. Paul Oliver is winded. They've got to run a two-point conversion. I don't know how they're going to do it. I can tell you this. I don't think Oliver's going to run it.
Taking his time.
He's working from the gun. Goodman in motion.
Sparks.
He gives to Sparks straight ahead. He's muscling his way forward. I don't think he's going to make it. No signal. No. It was no good. 2:58 to play. Miners now with the commanding 21-point advantage. 42-21 on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard after that. How many yards?
69.
69-yard hometown veterinary touchdown gallop by Paul Oliver. This is Raider Media Sports.
Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Well, welcome back to Sullivan, Indiana, where the Miners have taken a commanding 42-21 lead on the Golden Arrows. Golden Arrows have made some spectacular plays tonight. Mainly the running of Clark French at 5'9", 170-pounder has just had his way tonight with the Miner defense. But in this second half, the Miners' time-consuming drives have made a huge difference.
Sullivan's not able to stop the Miners. You know, Sullivan's offense has been, there's going to be a lot of yardage given up to the running game, but it's been 2 plays.
Ball caught at about the 35. Coming here on the near side is French. He's spun down at about the 40. A great tackle there by number 21, Colton Andrews.
That was French, wasn't it? Gosh, he's got some moves. He's just a junior.
Right now, number 5, Dalton Reed, runs right to the referee. He's talking to him. Now some Sullivan players are gathering around. Reed just making a point to the referee. The referee slaps him on the helmet, and Dalton makes his way off the field.
The tackle was by Colton Andrews.
2:51 to play, 42-21 Miners. You know this ball's going in the air. Let's see what the Miners do.
I'd hate to be on that island over there, Cottingham, with 6'5". Ridgeway. Yeah. All night I've been wanting to call him Fegley.
Franker has 2 running backs, one behind him and one offset to the left. Kind of a power eye. Snap to Fraker. He's going to give it right away. Boy, I'm surprised at that call.
I am very
They
much
give it
so.
to number 8, Jaden Norris. He went nowhere, and the clock is ticking away.
Trying to catch us, I guess. Aiden Sparks on the hit. The one thing I've noticed, the Miners now have got Jimmy Wright down at one of the defensive tackles with Franklin at nose and Sparks, and that gives Gamble and Andrews at linebacker. So depth now kind of showing for the Miners.
2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the ball game. Fraker again, same set. Man in motion, coming to the near side. That's Ridgeway.
What are they doing?
They're going to give straight ahead to number 3, French. He's across the 40. He's down there, tackled by number 11, Harrison James.
I guess they're hoping that he's going to bust it, and he very well could. Colton Andrews and James both.
We're at 2
combined.
minutes, clock running. It almost seems like they're running out the clock, but I don't want to say that.
3rd and 11 they've got. They've sooner
Maybe at 42-21, they've just made a decision.
I can't imagine that that's what they're going to do, but
2 wide receiver, 3 wide, trips to the left.
2 running
Here's
plays.
what you're probably wanting to see.
Yeah, for Sullivan fan.
1 running back again, it's French.
And the clock's just rolling.
1:35 remaining in the ball game. Fraker takes the snap and drops back. Under pressure, gets it to the man in the middle.
Boy, he's got some speed.
And it's a great run forward there. I'm not sure who that is. Catlin, okay. Zane Catlin, number 8. At Big D's right, he showed some wheels.
Colton Andrews and
The
Harrison
Greene County
James.
Vision Center replay there of that one. Thank you, Heather.
17-yard pass.
3
play.
wide receivers to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. Do we have a timeout called? We do. Timeout not by Sullivan, but by Linton.
I think we had a personnel problem.
1:17 to play in the ball game. It's 42-21. We're going to hold it here this time. We want you to remind you to stay tuned for the Tech Shack post-game show following the end of this. What a win. You know, coming in, we kept thinking, what is it going to be, Big D? And now I think we have our answer.
Yeah, I think our running game, vastly improves, and I think Russell Goodman does a great job at the wingback position, so it's certainly not a knock on him. I think it just changes, as a defender now, you've got to worry about, gosh, does Russell get it coming around? He's a big body. Does Sparks or Gamble get it up the middle? And Goodman, Oliver just makes things happen. And the wild card in all this has been Cottingham. I mean, he has made some plays on the outside that have really opened things up. This is a really tremendous effort by the Miner offense. Looks like we have 394 yards on the ground tonight, Kevin. Goodness. Those are numbers we're used to seeing.
How many?
394.
Wow. Fraker brings them out. First down and 10.
Miners are coming. There it goes.
Got a man wide open, a little pushing and shoving over there, but they're not going to call anything. Ridgeway wanted to call.
He was doing as much pushing as Cottingham.
They were back and forth there. Oliver runs down the football. Nobody else was going to go grab it, so Oliver, not involved in the play, runs it down.
Cottingham has shown me something on the defensive side with that cornerback. I mean, he's on an island out there, giving up a lot of height, a lot of size, and he was right there with Ridgeway.
It was like a Paul Oliver play. Fraker with a well-thrown football.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what McBride did with Paul Oliver last year. Just heave it up there and let your talent get it.
1:12 to go in the game now. Second down, 10. Ball resting at the 43 of the Miners. There's the snap. Fraker back, and he got a whistle, and I'm telling you, that may have saved Fraker because steamrolling in there was Corey, big Corey, 250-pound Andrews.
He was coming in, and he was going to at least disrupt the pass.
What's the flag? What's the call?
I think it's procedure.
Boy, you know what? That's probably a good thing because he was going to get tattooed.
He was indeed. And with his injury last year, I don't think they want to take a chance on that happening. Corey's not had the night that you normally would expect from Corey. I don't think we've called his name much at all, but I think that could be Sullivan making a point of double-teaming him and trying to not run the ball his way, because Gamble's had a great night.
Continues to go this way. The Miners, Sullivan will drop to 2-2. The Miners will up their record to 2-2. Fraker waiting for the snap, retreats. Oliver tries to knock it down, can't. Play out here in the middle, knocked away, almost intercepted by Oliver Stevens.
Oliver doesn't need to do that.
Intended for number 8, Catlin.
Oliver doesn't need to turn around and say anything to anybody. You made the play, go back to huddle, celebrate with your guys, but when you turn around and do that signal, he's going to get that penalty called on him. Great defensive play.
Stops the clock with 1:05 to play, third down and 15.
It was intended for Catlin right along the sideline, but that's back-to-back plays by our defensive backs, and we were wondering how they would handle tonight. Get a good
and
grade.
Really, Fraker has only been sacked once.
Yeah. Not big numbers for Fraker, so the defense has done a well job.
But keep me posted on that rushing number for the Miners when game ends. I want to hear what that is.
I'll double-check it.
Fraker claps his hand, man in motion. Ridgeway coming back, all 6'5" of him in motion to the right side. But then they're going to give straight ahead, and guess who's darting out in the open? French is down to about the 40, but he is hit hard there by Colton Andrews.
That was a heck of a hit, but boy, Andrew, and here's a timeout, but Andrews put a pop.
So they have one more timeout. Am I counting that right?
Yeah, that might have
I believe they took one earlier.
Yeah, that should be.
Then Linton took one, and now Sullivan takes their second, I believe. 42-21 with 53.5 seconds remaining on the Linton Cycles Sales scoreboard.
As a quick reminder, the Miners' next outing will be at home next Friday as they host the Boonville Pioneers. We'll have that ball game for you, the broadcast. That is a 7:30 kickoff. So we will be online at 6:25. We encourage all of you to come out, buy a ticket, come to the stands. Let's have a big crowd for the Miners as they welcome the Boonville Pioneers to Miner Country.
Taking a look at Boonville so far, they beat Paoli 33-zip. They beat Southridge 25-14. They were up on North Knox 21-0. They only lost to Mount Vernon Posey 42-22.
42-21, Miners leading by 21. My math is never very good, but that's an easy one.
Boonville is currently 35-6 over North Knox in the fourth quarter.
Boonville is for real. They got a lot of good kids coming back from last year. That was a game we dropped at Boonville.
Fraker on a 4th down and 7. Basically, it's the ball game right here with 53 seconds remaining.
Well, we're stacking the
Claps
line.
his hands. Rush. Fraker puts it up. He's got a man out there, but a defender out there too, but they pull it in. It's going to be a catch, and it'll be 1st and goal at about the 3. With 46 seconds remaining, Ridgeway pulls it in. Great pass by Fraker. Really a great catch by Ridgeway.
Yeah, nothing you could really do about that. Down to the 3-yard line.
Sullivan has a 1st and goal in the Stanger Homes red zone. But it might just be too little too late. Clock is now running. 33. They line up.
37-yard pass play.
Clock running, 25 seconds left. They've yet to snap the ball. Now there's 20 seconds left, and yet they snap the ball. Now they snap it and brought down right away. Number 42, Corey Andrews making the stop from behind there. Timeout. Sullivan, that's their last timeout. It's 2nd down and goal from the 3 with 14 ticks remaining. Now it's just the Miners trying to make a statement by not letting them in at the last minute.
Yeah, right here.
Second.
Kind of a pride thing that you just want to keep them out of there. Boy, the few pass plays, the few big plays have evened it up. Miners with a total 442 of offense, Sullivan with 302. But when you break that down, the Miners churned out. Other than the big Oliver 69-yard run, Sullivan's just had 2 big run plays, 2 big passing plays that account for the majority of that yardage.
I'll have to put you in charge of watching that, Big D. Make sure nobody knocks that. I might scoot this over a tad to make that cord reach a little better when this game is over. But there's still 14 ticks remaining here. Again, stay tuned for the Tech Shack post-game show with head coach Brian Oliver. Here we go. 2nd down goal from the 5. 14 seconds remaining. No more timeouts. They're going to put this ball in the air. Fraker's got a ball off into the corner. No good. Incomplete. Great defense out there. 10 seconds now remaining, and it's 3rd down and goal.
Oliver Stevens using that back end zone. Again, I think that was Ridgeway out there again.
Nope, Ridgeway's over here.
Okay, so that looks like Hamilton, 36.
Kind of a fade over in the right corner of the end zone, but it did not work. 3rd down goal from the 5. 10 seconds remaining. Fraker drops back, got a man wide open. Ball tipped away at the last minute.
Tremendous play out there. Coddington.
Looked like Cottingham was able to make that play.
How many times have I said Coddington? I hope not a whole bunch.
No, that's the first time I've heard it. But anyway, so it makes it now 4th down and 5 with 5 seconds remaining. It's all down to this for the final score. But now with this 5 seconds left in your last play, you can run this, and French is back behind by the quarterback.
Especially if it's a delay.
Boy, I might give it to him, the way he's run the ball. Fraker, nope, you're going to go straight back, put the ball up over the middle. Touchdown over the middle on a cutting right across the middle. A slant right across the middle to number 10, Ridgeway. And it makes it now 42-27, and they'll go for a 2-point conversion. And with 1 second left, that'll probably do it with the extra point.
Murdoch into the arrows for the extra point.
Ridgeway to hold. The snap, the placement, the boot. It's up and it's good.
The point is good by Murdoch.
Murdoch, number 40, Cash
42 to 28. We'll see now if they'll have an onside kick.
Definitely
I
going to
don't
be
know
a
why,
squib.
but they might.
Definitely be a squib, I'm sure.
1 second left, and it's 42-28. Miners still leading by 14 points. Now, will the Miners be at home next week?
Miners are at home the next 2 weeks. Next week they host the Boonville Pioneers. And then the following week it's North Decatur, and that is homecoming.
So Boonville next week.
And then North Decatur, who's just number 1 in 1A and just trashing teams right now.
Murdoch in the kick for the Golden Arrows.
Golden Arrows to kick off here with 1.3 remaining. Hands team is up front. Make sure there's no grievous error on a touchdown. There's the boot. Nope, it's got to be a deep kick. Going to be taken at the 20. Going to wait, and that should do it. The clock ticks away. The final 42 to 28. The Miners win it. Linton over Sullivan, 42 to 28 in the 100th consecutive meeting of those two schools, and it certainly lived up to all of that tonight. Big D will have the stats. We'll also hear from Coach Oliver on the Tech Shack post-game show. Stay tuned. The final score on the Linton Cycle Sales scoreboard, the Miners 42, Sullivan 28. This is Raider Media Sports. There's a new kind of tech store in town, and it's not playing by your old rules. Welcome to Tech Shack in Linton, America's newest technology store for hands-on tinkerers, off-grid thinkers, and everyday problem solvers. Need two-way radios? Got them. Electronic parts? Stop. Survival gear? Ready to roll. It's like Radio Shack on steroids. Tech Shack in Linton. This ain't your daddy's shack.
Why are you here?
Sports in general is just for anybody.
Good work. First down.
Seeing, girls flag football is pretty awesome.
Now, there are 13 sanctioned states in high school girls flag. And then you add on that it's going to be an Olympic sport at the next Olympics, which is huge. I think it's a really exciting time to jump in and be at the forefront of this.
1, 2, 3.
My name's Corey Andrews. I've been playing football since I was 3, and my favorite memory was winning semi-state last year. My name's Justin Kimworthy. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite part is football Bible studies after football. My name is RJ Wilson. I've been playing football for 7 years, and my favorite memory is borrowing mattresses from the freshmen at Woodland Bible Camp. My name is John Kenworthy. I've been playing football since 2nd grade, and I would say my favorite memory is 4 years of football camp. My name is Chris Lyons. I've been playing football for 6 years, and my favorite memory is beating Brownstown in regionals. My name is Jacob Bredaway. I've been playing football for 4 years now, and my favorite memory is the energy in the stadium when we beat Brownstown in the regional game last year.
My name is Shayla Killian. This is my first year playing football, and I'm excited on making some field goals this year.
My name is Cooper Smith. I've been playing football for 4 years, and my favorite memory is going to state my junior year.
My name is Grace Llewellyn. This is my 4th year managing in the football team. My favorite memory has to be the week leading up to state, because just seeing how excited everybody was leading up to it, and then when we went and practiced on the Lucas Oil.
My name is Dalton Reed. I've been playing football for 5 years, and my favorite memory was the sectional championship against Greencastle last year.
My name is Landon DeLue. I've been playing football for 4 years. My favorite memory was beating Sullivan in the sectional championship.
My name is Zane Sparks. I've been playing football for 9 years, and my favorite memory is the Pickle Bandits at Woodland Bottom Camp. My name is Oliver Stevens. I've been playing football for 2 years, and my favorite memory was going to state last year.
My name is Paul Oliver. I've been playing football for 16 years, and I'm looking forward to the flat side with my brothers and all these coaches. My name is Russell Goodman. I've been playing football for 15 years, and my favorite memory is beating Lutheran in the semi-state game last year.
My name is Jimmy Rye. I've been playing football for 14 years, and my favorite memory is being back with my team.
Welcome back to Rader Media Sports. You're currently in the Tech Shack of Linton post-game show, and we're going to let Big D loose here on some stats while we wait for Coach Paul Oliver to join Kevin at the 50-yard line.
Well, it was a game of big plays and long drives. The Miners with the long drives, other than one nice big play from Paul Oliver. Big plays galore for the Sullivan Arrows that kept them in the contest. They started off with a big 61-yard run by Clark French, put the Arrows up just 3 minutes into the contest. The extra point was no good, 6-0 favor the Arrows. But then the Miners marched 14 plays, 80 yards. Paul Oliver, who moved a quarterback on that drive, putting Russell Goodman at the wingback position with Cottingham, and the Miners could not be stopped. Paul Oliver with an 8-yard run. The Miners, Goodman goes for 2 points. Miners up 8-6 at 3:39. Into the second quarter we go. The Miners get the ball again. Another long drive. Paul Oliver finishes it off from 6 yards out. Extra point is not good. Linton is now up a score of 14-6. Sullivan answers real quick. Paul Ridgway with a 47-yard pass play from Blake Fraker at the 10-18 mark. Actually, it was 14-6 at the half in favor of the Miners. The Arrows come out quick, score within under 2 minutes, and this game is tied at 14-all. But the Miners, when they had to do it, drove the length of the field again. Paul Oliver punches it in from 2 yards out, 5:38. Linton is up. And Russell Goodman then scores from 20. It looks like the game may be over. The Miners on top, 28-14. But then Clark French on the first play back, 62 yards right up the gut. And with 23 seconds to go in the third quarter, it is 21-14, a game again. But again, the Miners do exactly what they had to do, drive the length of the field, convert some big plays. Paul Oliver's going to go in from 24 yards. The big play on that was the 3rd and 21 pass to Oliver Stevens that got about 30 some odd yards, and gave the Miners the ball deep in Sullivan territory. They scored. Paul Oliver would finish things off with a 2:58 mark with a 69-yarder of his own. That put the Miners up 42-21, but Paul Ridgway is going to score on a 4th down play on a 5-yard pass from Blake Fraker. With 1 second left on the clock, that's going to make the score 42-28 in favor of the Miners, who have won their 9th in a row over Sullivan. Looking at the individual stats, let's see, go to the report. There we go. The Miners do what they do best. They run the ball right up the middle, but they have different weapons. And I think tonight we really saw that. Paul Oliver came in with 18 carries, 176 yards, over 9.7 per carry. Russell Goodman with a big night, 18 carries, 69 yards. He too with a touchdown. By the way, Paul Oliver, 5 touchdowns tonight. Ren Cottingham, the sophomore, 13 carries, 69 yards. 5 carries from Aiden Sparks for 41, 4 for 12 for Tate Gamble. That's 367 rushing yards for the Miners. Passing, again, not necessarily our cup of tea, but when we had to have it, one big completion. 3 for 8 was Paul Oliver for 48 yards. He did have an interception thrown. Those catches, 2 by Oliver Stevens for 37 yards. Corey Andrews caught his first pass of the year across the middle, 1 for 11, 48 yards for the Miner offense, and that brings the total yardage to 442 for the Miners. Running for the Arrows, it's kind of a little bit misleading. Clark French showed what he was made of, 12 carries, 157 yards and 2 TDs. But he had runs of 61 and 62. That's 123 yards. So you take that from the mix, maybe 23 or so yards for the talented running back. Zane Catlin, 5 for 16. Jaden Norris, 1 for nothing. And Blake Fraker had 3 for -21. Peyton Carlson, 1 for -2. 150 on the ground for the Arrows. Passing the ball, 10 of 21 was Blake Fraker. Still throws a real good pass. He had 2 touchdown passes, 153 yards for him. 4 catches for Ridgeway, 2 of them touchdowns, 116 yards. Zane Catlin, 4 for 30. Ty Hamilton, 1 for 10. And Xander Fields, 1 for 3. So 153 passing, 150 rushing. They end up with 309 for the game. Defensively for the Miners, it was Tate Gamble's night at linebacker. 11 tackles for him, 3 tackles for loss. Corey Andrews had 5 and 2.5 tackles for loss. Colton Andrews with 5 as well. Russell Goodman, Aiden Sparks, Green Cottingham, Stevens, Hunter James, Harris and James with 3 tackles apiece for the Miners. Defensively for the Arrows, William Holyfield, junior, I believe junior. He is a junior. Linebacker, 14 tackles, 2 for loss for the Arrows. Jaden Norris, 11 tackles, 1.5 for loss. Ty Hamilton and Paul Ridgeway, each with 7 tackles. Landon Simmons with 5 for the Golden Arrows. As we still wait for Coach, I'm going to be pretty happy for his Miner team. Not sure of the first downs. Have to go back and check that, but the Miners did what the Miners are supposed to do. Miners were 4 for 4 on 4th down. The Arrows ended up being 2 for 5. But they had those 3 non-conversions were huge. One of them was in their own territory. A big play for the Miners was going for it on 4th and 3 about midfield late in the contest. Paul Oliver kept it, got it by the nose of the ball. I think this is what we expected to see from the Linton team. Response.
Want to say hello. I know that she's obviously on the field right now, but to Leah Weibel, who met Kevin down there on the field. One of the most remarkable people I've ever met, and so sending a lot of love to her son Jake Weibel here on Sullivan. And I know that this has been a big week leading up to today. I know that, as Kevin mentioned earlier, this ups Linton's record 2-2, and this takes Sullivan's record to 2-2. So it's hard to believe, Big D, that we are halfway through the season. Next week, the next 2 games are at home. Boonville on September the 19th, North Decatur on the 26th, and that is homecoming. And then we will go on the road to North Knox the first Friday in October, then to Eastern Green for SWIAC the next week, and then return home to face the Northview Knights for senior night at home. So there's lots of football still ahead, but this season is flying by.
Yeah, it really is, and Sullivan doesn't get easy for them. They go and play at South Putnam, who was 2-1 coming into the ballgame tonight. You know, the schedule, like Coach Oliver said, Heather, this is probably the toughest schedule I've seen Linton have. And
Kevin has found some friends down there on the field. I think he's talking, if I remember right, he's talking to Aaliyah Sam.
I was going to say, that's Aaliyah Sam.
Who's getting prepared for minor basketball season. And it looks like Coach Oliver is heading towards Kevin now.
Got the switch on. Ollie's got to be excited.
I don't think my mic will reach that far over there, Coach.
I was just looking over this way and I couldn't see you.
Coach Oliver joining us on the Tech Shack Live mic here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about this ball game, because what a super ball game this was, Coach. You came out, I think you were near 400 yards rushing. But you talked to me earlier this week, and you said they were huge, but your kids were huge when they came out tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they have great size. I think overall we have better team speed. But we knew what we were doing. We were running our rockets, we were running our jets, and getting those big guys run lateral and start getting them gas. They started cramping a little bit in the late in the second half, and we were like, okay, this is our opportunity now. And we gave up some big plays, being aggressive in different times and just missed keys, our guys. But But proud of the guys. Every time they scored, we responded and drove it down and got the points and got what we needed to do.
And you ate the clock, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, it reminded me a little bit of Lutheran in the fourth quarter. We were able to just come out there and wear them out and run Paul Russell and Aiden Sparks and then Tate and then come back with Ren at times. I mean, so when they started overloading one side, we was able to go to the other side. So, I mean, it was a good team effort. I'm just happy for the kids. I mean, the first 3 weeks have been pretty tough for us, and to be able to come out and get a good gutsy win like this against a rival on their field, it's huge for us. It's momentum, but we'll enjoy it. We got to get back to work next week on Monday with Boonville, and I mean, it's another 4A school that we get to play at home, and it's the last time we get to play them because we're going to play Vincennes Lincoln next year that week. So we got to regroup, get focused, and find ways to just keep getting better every single day.
You know, just when you thought it was going to be all run, though, you surprised him with a pass. The one long pass by Paul at the end, and I forget who was on the other. Cottingham, I think, was on the other end of that.
It was Oliver Stevens.
Thank you.
So, yeah, we did. I mean, that was a 3rd and maybe 15 or 18 or something after a couple little penalties. And so be able to hit that waggle, hit that backside post, and it was just a little bit more in front of him. I think he would have scored. But, yeah, I mean, that was a huge first down. And, I mean, we were going to give them back the ball close to field position. And so that was huge for us. I think, to me, that was probably one of the plays of the games at that point in time.
Another one, though, Coach, was that 4th down when you went to it for it on your own side of the 50, Coach. Yeah. I was sitting there even thinking, oh, no, this is the play of the game.
Well, I knew what we were doing at that point in time. We had the momentum. We were winning the battle in the trenches. And I felt confident in our offensive line. And with Paul getting the ball to get those couple yards at that moment in time. And if we didn't get it, I probably wouldn't have went to the bus.
He was running in the hole, but you had blockers in front of him that were clearing that path. They did a tremendous job.
Yeah, I mean, with us being out weighed up front by mass, our technique really came in handy. I mean, that's what we've been working on for the last several weeks and stuff like that. So it was really huge to be able to do that and get those 2 big runs at that moment in time. I mean, this is a good win for us. I mean, it's a sectional opponent. It builds our confidence up, and we just get another win over Sullivan.
Last question. You made the switch to Paul after one series, and obviously you made the right call. Your team and everybody played well out there, but you made a switch to quarterback, and things seemed to click.
I mean, that was our thing. I mean, we talked about doing it last week, but the hand game was out of hand, so we'll just keep practicing because no one's seen Paul there yet and the plays that we have for him. So we were able to we knew we wanted to try stuff with the regular set, and then we'd like, all right, let's go to our heavy set and go to power, keep Corey in there at tight end, and kind of just keep grinding it out at that point in time. And if they focused on Paul, then we got Speedster and Wren, and we got a good runner in Russell at that point in time. So it allowed us to do a couple different things. And then Paul can throw a ball at times also. Just unfortunately, he can't throw it to himself.
100th meeting in a year for these two teams. What a great series.
Yeah, it's a great series. I mean, it's nothing better in the state. I mean, I know there's somewhere up north that has a longer one ever, but there's nothing better. I mean, this was a huge crowd from both sides. Both stands were full, people standing around the fence. I mean, it's a great time. It's a great time for high school football, Friday night lights, and rivalry game. And it was pretty clean out here for the most part. I mean, just 2 teams battling out, and I was glad we got the win.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Coach Oliver joining us. Let's go back to you guys in the booth.
So as a reminder, next week we will be at home as the Linton-Stockton Miners take on the Boonville Pioneers. We're going to take a quick couple of minute timeout here for just a moment because we'd like to make sure that all of you know exactly who makes these broadcasts free to view at home for all of you. We'll be back in just a moment. This is a production of Rader Media Sports.
Media Sports wishes to thank all of our 2025-26 Minor Pride all year long sponsors. Linton Cycle Sales, Jordan and Vaught Insurance of Bloomfield, Walton Funeral Service, Key Associates of Linton, Tech Shack of Linton, Heritage Lumber and Supply, Linton Sporting Goods, Crane Credit Union, CAS Contracting doing business as Kramer's Tree Service, Alicia Cornelius at Indiana Farm Bureau, Audrey Sparks at Richard Brown Insurance, Bob Walters at Linton Motors, Skinner's Towing Service, Corey Motter at Century 21 Cheese, Jathan Wright at Indiana Farm Bureau, The Grill Incorporated, Team Ortho, Brock Anderson Construction, and English Off-Road Line X of Bloomfield. We'd like to thank our in-game sponsor, Linton Cycle Sales Corporation, Jordan and Vaught Insurance Pregame, Walton Funeral Service Press Box, Kusner Construction starting lineups. Quarter sponsored by Key Associates of Linton, Hometown Veterinary of Elnora Touchdown, Inman Realty Group, the halftime sponsor, Kingdom Air Kickoff forecast, Stanger Homes Red Zone, Greene County Vision Center Replay, Tech Shack of Linton Postgame. Mayor Preble of the City of Linton, Violet and Company, Sierra Babcock with Buncombe Valley Roofing, Fish Monuments, Katie Marie Photography, Midwest Satellite, Autumn Trace of Greene County, Brian Carell, formerly of Carell's Gas, Powers Orthodontics, Autotech Collision, Gator Power Sports, and Scooters Coffee of Linton. We would like to thank our rotating banner and media day photo sponsors, Tim and Joan Warren, Rodney and Renee Bredaway, Martha Butler and Hadley, Jake, Becky and Todd Young, Niall and Kathy Regan, Mike and Beth Busco, Wayne and Kathy Elliott, Diane Schnabel, City Pest Control, Green Street, Southside Express, Casey's of Linton, The Tone Trove Music Shop, Pizza Hut of Linton, Bandanas by Brenna, Rick Crines of Crines Auto Detailing, Sophomore Cheer Moms, Jason and Susan Anderson, Dan and Teresa Carpenter, Freshman Cheer Group, Courtney Hobbs, Tyler Shields, Wes and Haley Franklin, Waylon and Stacy Fonderhyde, and Margaret Ann.
Welcome back to Raider Media Sports. I want to make one observation before I turn it back to you, gentlemen. Obviously, there's lots of people here taking pictures. There's lots of family waiting on their players. But what I love seeing is players from Sullivan and Linton gather together to have photos taken. A lot of these, I'm sure, especially these seniors right now, you can look out here and see Corey Andrews talking with number 75, and I'm not sure who number 75 is.
That is Landon Simmons.
Landon Simmons, 6'4", 280.
But,
big man.
You know, Corey went right to him and had a conversation. We've seen a number of other Linton Miners and Sullivan Golden Arrows get together to have pictures taken, as well as many families. So I love to see that sportsmanship at the end of the game, to know that obviously this was a big rivalry. It is one that is on the calendar every season, but yet you see how they're friends at the end of the game.
I liked Coach Ollie. You know, he was out there talking to Blake Fraker. I remember when they were out there when he was a sophomore talking, and you know that kid can throw a pretty pass. When you got a 6'5" kid out there, you know, I thought our cornerbacks, other than two play, I thought they did a pretty good job.
They really did. You had a keen observation about the Miners in the second half.
Second half, the Miners touched the ball 4 times. All 4 times, the Miners drove and scored. Had a 10-play, 68-yard drive, 4 minutes up. 8 plays, 55 yards, 3 minutes up. But the big one to me, 13 plays, 77 yards, 6 minutes, 40 seconds off the clock. And, of course, that last one was the long run.
The quote of the night was on the 4th down and 4.
Yeah.
We didn't make it. I'm just going straight to the bus.
Going straight to the bus. I know. I mean, what he said was logically true. We were winning the line of scrimmage. Paul was, you know, I've got a stat I can actually look up that if it's 3 yards or less and he carries, you know, what is the percentage that he gets that? And I would say it's pretty high, but you know, anything can happen.
Oh yeah,
you know, a ball can be
especially with the size that they have. Someone can make a play.
Ball bumbles and falls on the ground, and you're like, all of a sudden.
But you know what? That's why I had to make that point about the lead blockers on those plays.
Good point, though.
Because they were clearing out there, and I want to give credit to him again, because Tate Gamble was one of them.
And Aiden Sparks was, you know.
Aiden Sparks was another one. I mean, those guys were doing yeoman's work, and Paul was following them in the hole.
And I tell you what, who we really got to mention here, when you talk 367 yards of offense, when you talk the offense sustaining drives like that, you got to talk Chris Lyons, Jimmy Wright, Dresden Kenworthy, Tyler Franklin, Tanner Scarborough, and you got to talk about Corey Andrews at tight end. That offensive line was monstrous tonight.
Amen. But do you keep time of possession?
I do.
I'm curious what the time of possession difference is between these two teams tonight.
Linton with 31 minutes, 37 seconds. Sullivan with 16 minutes, 43 seconds.
Wow, almost double.
And we had 69 plays to their 49. So, I mean,
the play difference is not as big as the time difference.
Yeah.
But when you're 2 touchdowns down and you're getting 2-1 beaten in time, that's pretty amazing.
Well, you know, it looked like the game was in our grasp, Kevin. We were already thinking about, we'll get out of here, 28-14, and then all of a sudden, bam, the kid runs right up the middle for 62, and they got all the momentum in the world. What's Linton do? Comes down and drives right down the field doing what Linton does, and you just got to love to see it. Yeah.
Boonville is next, Heather.
Well, I want to thank all of you for being patient with us. We set up, as we always do at the very beginning of the broadcast, was live with Facebook, live with YouTube, live on the Indiana High School Athletic Association's Champions Network, got all the way through the pregame into 10 minutes into the actual game, and we lost internet. So believe it or not, I've hot-spotted this entire broadcast from my phone. So thank goodness that I remembered to bring the phone, but we're sorry about the Facebook Live. It was taken down, so all of those comments that were posted we are not able to see. But we do want to thank all of you that have sent your text, your calls, your Facebook messages, as well as your YouTube comments, which we will be responding to as soon as we get home tonight, as well as posting all of the information for everything all Miners tomorrow, as there's lots of volleyball, as there's lots of other sports action. And the high school golf team participates in SWIAC on Monday, and we're going to be sharing that information with you as well.
So Big D and I will vote. It's 2-0 for the player of the game, and that's you for moving it over to your phone tonight.
Well,
so we
I didn't even
miss
know
a
what was
beat.
going on. I'm over here somewhere.
So let's give a little backstory, because we'll be able to look back on this. Hopefully,
I think they want to turn off the lights in here.
Hopefully, you and I can look at this on the way home as a good thing. But
Well, Mr. Murphy came to call us. What happened?
No, we came over here. We left the house at 3:15 to come over and set up. We get all the way through Duggar, and Kevin says, "I think I left my clipboard with all my notes." And I said, "Well, we can try to write that out." So then we get here to set up. Athletic director Zach Wickenack is phenomenal. Then I can't find the cord for the camera. So since Bill Reilly is with us versus Bill Denton, we have to use a different cord, and I forgot it at home. So there I go, jaunting back to Linton. Get railroaded on both to and from, get back with the clipboard, and here we are thinking everything is smooth sailing until 1 hour into the game and we have no internet. So we just want to say thank you to all who continue to follow us, support us, keep choosing to use us as your Linton station of choice. And for Bill Reilly, Big D, Dan Phillips, Kevin Rader, and myself, this has been a production of Rader Media Sports.